What's up, y'all? Let me know if y'all can hear this. If this is coming in nice and clear, or if it's crackling. If it's crackling, let me know. You know, I can go back out, refresh, come back in. Well, yeah, I've been out for a couple of days, man. I've been down for a couple of days. It was bad. But I like to say, you know what? Thank you to my man JC, William, too. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys, man. They saw what happened to my phone and they was like, man, this is gonna be a little hit. So they kind of took care of me on Cash App, man. I appreciate that. Cause what I'm gonna end up doing, what up, go gig it. So what I'm gonna end up doing, man, is I'm gonna have to actually go and cancel my gym membership because now I'm paying for two phones now. And I'm like, this is way more expensive than one phone. It's only an extra like $50 a month. What up, damn, Zo Murder, what's good? My man Ryan. So it's only extra like $50 a month. But I'm like, you know what? I don't go to the gym as much as I used to. I can, I can work out at the house or whatever, man, whatever. I'm just like, I got to cancel that membership. There you go. Best part of my knowledge, drop the knowledge, man. Hey, it's all about bouncing back, baby. But here's the new phone. I got this right here is a Samsung A15. Now, this is like a little small base model phone, like $200 phone. But my other phone is the A35. I used to have the A32, so I went up to the A35, which is a little bit better. So I'm going to use the A35 for work. This is my backup phone right here. The one thing I don't like about the A15 is that it doesn't screen record. The 35 does, the 15 doesn't. But they said there's apps out there that can actually screen record. I'm not worried about screen recording on that phone. It's like I'm not going to use that for work. That's the backup phone right there. And it's got way more storage. I got like 128 megs of storage, plus my 126 chip goes in there. So it's about 254 gigabytes of storage. So like a quarter of a gigabyte of a terabyte I got in this phone full of storage right now. So tons of videos. I can do tons of videos with that phone. What? Scroober back at a 24 driver pays 116 to the airport. Yeah, you know it, Black Label, man. Talk to them. Talk to your riders, man. Let them know. Be like, hey, what's up, Trace Mutated? What up, King James, my brother? Yeah, you got to let them know, man. It's like, hey, listen, you paying 116. I'll do it for $80. I'll do it for 80. And they'll be like, hey, let's do it. Oh, yeah, I'm up early today, man. Yesterday, this is the thing. So my phone screwed up, and it was the busiest day I've had in a long time. So my phone screws up yesterday, and I got something amazing to show y'all. Give me about 5 minutes. I'm going to show y'all something amazing. Y'all, if y'all want to make some money, I got something for y'all. But so I get up, I had to go do my morning thing, go do all my morning stuff. And then I run to the AT&T store 2 hours later. I haven't been to the AT&T store in like 5 years. So I didn't know the passwords. I didn't know nothing. So they didn't want to do anything. So the guy there was like, because we had to call in and get everything set up. And the guy was like, you know what? I'm going to help you out, man. Don't worry about it. I was about to just leave. I mean, they couldn't get into my account, couldn't do nothing. I was about to leave. I ain't been there in 5 years. I can't remember all that stuff. So he started going through the back end. We went through the phone system. We went through everything. He said, you got your SIM card, right? I said, yeah. Now, this is hours later. He was like, you got your SIM card, right? I said, yeah, I got my SIM card. He grabbed the phone from somewhere, put my SIM card in, booted the phone up. So it was like I had another phone. So we did everything through that phone that customer support or nobody would do. So we had to go through and like do all the stuff through that phone because it had my SIM card. So he figured it out. He was like, why are we going through them? But it took us a while to figure it out. So he finally got it in my account, gave me a couple of phones. It's not going to be that expensive for the phones. One, I think they're both like $200 a piece, which is not a bad deal to me, but it's an extra like $50 a month I got to pay for them. It's like, oh man. But it's like, I wasn't going for no expensive stuff. They had phones in there, $1,200, $1,300 for one phone. I was like, man, I could buy a car for $1,400. You gonna sell me a phone for $1,400? So I was like, finally got the phones out the way. Hours later, came back, and anybody who's got my phone number, anybody, if you text me, tell me who you are, because none of my contacts crossed over because I had them all saved on that other phone. I didn't have them saved on the Google Drive or on my SIM card. The SIM card contacts moved over. So anybody that was saved on SIM card moved over. Everybody else was just saved on the phone. So people are texting me and I have no idea who these people are. It's like, man. Say, what is this? I'm curious on your thoughts about whether Uber and Lyft will ever increase rates to where we don't have to privatize. No, I don't think so, David. I think this is what the industry has become. It's about building your own business, realizing you're an independent contractor and not an employee. You are not Uber and Lyft's employee. They don't care about you. You have to care about you. If you don't care about what you're making and you keep driving for minimum, they're going to keep paying it. They're using immigrants. They're using everybody they can to generate profits. We're independent contractors. Our business is not their business. They're tech. We're transportation. So you got to care about yourself in a transportation sense to go out there and do transportation, whether that means do it privately or do it, through the app, only cherry picking. It's not a lot of cherries left, though. It ain't none left. So what you got to do is be like, hey, we know what the apps are up to. They're not going to just one day say, we're not paying these drivers enough. Never. Those days are gone. They're gone. You might see a couple of surges here and there. They're even talking about doing away with surges. You might see a couple of like high bonuses every other weekend or something like that. But for the most part, averaging out, you're going to be making the same, if not less than what you're currently making right now, based on how you're driving. So you gotta show some care about yourself. We don't work for them. We're not their employees. They owe us no duty, no obligation. They can deactivate you today and you're paid zero now forever from them. So it's like, you got to understand that they could kick you off the app right now if they felt like, and they don't owe you nothing. You don't have any recourse whatsoever. So you got to go out there and start building your business, get your business cards together, get people to text you. And I got, if somebody lives in East Mesa, either East Mesa or Gilbert, I got a private ride for you. It's a to from every day, Monday through Friday. It's a to from. I can't do it because I live way by the airport, but I got a text message request this morning for it. And so I'm going to pass you the information and let you do it. Because like, if it's a far, and it's only to from, and I don't know how far it is, but because they didn't give me all the information. They just wanted to know if Monday or Friday I could do an early morning pickup, drop off, and then after they get off work or whatever, do the same thing again. It's East Mesa, Gilbert area. I'm not doing it because it wouldn't make sense to me, because I'd have to charge like $40-50 just to get there and back. So it's like, and I know they're not trying to pay that every day. It's like they may pay that for both trips together, but I'm charging like $40-50 each way. That's $100 a day to me. So it's like, man, all saying it was, I was down. I was beat down. I was upset. Because I don't like things happening, man. Some can happen to my cars and I'm good because I'm a car guy. Some happen to my cars. I'm like, I'll take care of that. No problem. Some happen to my phones, my laptop. I'm not a tech person. I am not tech at all. And I'm just like, oh man, here we go. It's just a world that I'm just not a part of. So I'm glad that there's people out there that can say, hey man, I'll help you out. I'll do this. Hold up. We got some light creeping in up here. Yeah. So people can help me out like that. So I was like, man, we felt it with you. I know I was down. I was upset. I don't know where this light is coming from today. Jeez. That sun is creeping in bad today. It's like, it's about to be a hot day. I could just feel it. So let me clarify. I'm increasing drivers' earnings and creating stability in what passengers are paying for their rides. Exactly. Because we're a business. We're not their employees. And Dims, you got it right. If you're out there doing this, and as an independent contractor is what you are, and you're doing it as a legit business, then you need to be focused on your earnings. Don't focus on what Uber and Lyft is going to pay us. That's what, David, don't worry about that. You need to be talking to people like Dims, talk to people like Jamil, talk to anybody out there who's really doing this and has been doing it as a private business. Even before they came on this channel, they've always been doing it as a private business. So these are the people that have built their clientele. They go out, they get the contracts, they get the permits or whatever they need. They really do this for real. And Uber and Lyft knows that people like this exist. So of course, anybody working on the platforms, they're going to pay you as cheaply as they can before you get too much revenue and start your own business, because they don't want a direct competitor like that. Because right now, anybody get in my car, I'm a direct competitor. I can say, hey, you know what? I'm going to put you on a different app. This app is called Hum. I'm going to put you on this app real quick because you're going to pay about the same, if not less, but I'm just going to make more. That's the only difference right there. Because with Uber's giving me $13 for this, and I'll do this for $35 all day. Oh, man, well, I'm paying $42. Hey, I'll do it for $35, and I'm going to do it on Hum. Okay, that's cool. Here's my Cash App. What's your phone number? Put it in Hum real quick. Start driving. I get paid $35. They pay less. No tip necessary. And that's what Uber is scared of. Everybody having an option, being able to get back up after they knocking us back down. They knocking us down pretty low, but we getting back up. But yeah, now we got about 30 people in here. Let me share something with you guys. Well, first let's take a look at the Lyft price. Thanks, San Mons. We felt it with you. I'm gonna show y'all what Lyft is looking like today, right now. All right, this is Lyft right now. They're sitting at 1022. Wait a minute, let me open this up some. Yeah, they're sitting at about 1022 right now, 1008. And when they closed last Thursday, they were at 5 days ago, they were at 921. So they almost made about 80 cents, almost $1 in the past 5 days. And they got about 400 million shares out. So they made about almost $500 million in value. They've increased. And they drop and they drop and they go up and they drop and they go up. But it's like you can see there, the value of this company is very sketch. People don't know if to put money into it or take money out. I think it's a cash grab. I think it's a pump and dump. They're going to act like Lyft is going somewhere. They're going to come out with all of these, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do it with surge pricing. We're going to help passengers out. We're going to do this. And as soon as the value gets high, all the shareholders going to cash out. And this thing's going to drop all the way to $8. It's like, man, this is going to be crazy. That Lyft stock is going to tank. What Jason say, hey, I live in Phoenix area. I do Uber part-time. Never seen summer as slow as I'm seeing it now. More drivers than ever. You think it's the inflation? Oh, it's the inflation. The immigration is everything combined together, man. It's everything combined. Even Home Depot, they're down almost, they were saying it's minus $800,000 or something like that. They said less people are doing home renovations and projects now than in the history of Home Depot. Because to me, people don't have money for that, man. And when rideshare is raising the prices all the time, we're the only people that can come in and tell rideshare, the customers, we can save you money. The apps are not looking out for them. The apps are trying to get out as much as they can. And it's almost like when you take your car to a shop, if that shop doesn't have a lot of customers, they're going to hit you for a lot to make up for all the customers they don't have. And I think that's what's happening with Uber and Lyft. They're hitting these riders up for a whole lot because a lot of riders are leaving, going into the private ride industry. They're like, hey, man, can you just be my private driver? A lot of people are doing that now. So what the apps are saying is, hey, well, if they actually book with us, hit them. $116, paying the driver $29. They're hitting people heavy. These rides are not costing $29, but they're charging $119. It's crazy, man. So, hey, I'll just catch this live. Just finished a 2-hour streak of private rides, $200. There you go, brother. And that's what we're talking about right now, man. They're out there. They're scared of drivers like you, William. They're scared of drivers like that. They know we're coming for our money. They know we're not playing games with them no more. So they're going to start charging any rider they can get top dollar to get what they can get out of that rider and pay as minimum as they can. Even David was like, oh, man, you think they're going to pay any more? No, I don't think they're going to pay no more, man. I don't think so. Thanks, David. This is, hey, I appreciate that. That's the one thing I love about this channel. You build a great community around good people. Knowledge is power. Thank you. And that's how we do it, brother. Knowledge is power. And we try to encourage each other and uplift each other. And I say no driver is better than another driver. Everybody can have a bad day. Anybody can have a great day. So that means we can't be better or worse than each other. It's not possible. You may have a day where you make $1,000 and then you don't make money for the next 3 days. That don't make you a bad driver. It means there's something going on in your market. Some drivers might make $500 a day for 2 weeks. Then all of a sudden total their car out. That don't make them like they were the best driver because they was making $500 a day. Then they total their car out. Things happen to everybody, man. Things happen to everybody. So this is one of the only channels that say no driver's better or worse. We're just knowledgeable or we're not knowledgeable about certain things out there. And we learn stuff. And I'm about to teach you guys something cool today. Anybody want to make some money? Man, this is all about money. I'm telling you. What Big Vic said, I use Square for all my conversions. And the best thing about Square account is that you can convert in private digital receipts for people that are traveling for business. Yep, we do that all the time. You can either email it or text it to them. But I'm going to show you guys something. What Lyft is up to 1014. All right, let me show you guys something real quick. Y'all going to love this. Y'all going to be like, what the hell is this? Let me open this real quick. Let me hit explore. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Let me go back a page. All right, cool. I'm going to share this tab. Bam. Okay, so I'm going to share this tab right here. Everybody out there, if you're in Phoenix or anywhere in the Phoenix area, there's this channel. One of my clients told me about this the other night. He says, hey, Jeff, you ever heard of Nellis? I thought they were talking about Vegas, the air base. I said, like Nellis Air Force bases? No, Nellis auctions. This is Nellis auction right here. Let me blow this up even bigger for y'all so y'all can really see this. Say, this is Nellis auction. So what Nellis auction is this like eBay, except they don't ship stuff to you. You have to go pick it up. So you can schedule and pay curbside pickup. They got about 2 or 3 hubs out here. And what happens is I saw a lady, I went and picked up something yesterday for Sika because I needed something so I picked up something for Sika. because I got it for $11. It was like a $50 item I got for $11. There was a lady yesterday buying, you can buy whole pallets. You can buy all of this stuff. Right? Like, here's the price of this is $500, but the retail is $5,000. And it's called Nellis auction. You can go in and make bids on it all you want. You can get like this right here. Here's another umbrella, $101, and it's $5,000. So somebody must have a lot of these umbrellas, because you can see one here, one there, and they're selling them all. 500, 11 hours left. And you go into Nellis auction and you bid on this stuff. Look at this. Like, here's a all-in-one washer and dryer combo in silver. $251 is what it's going for right now. The retail is like $1,250, $1,250. But you can click on it and see what it is. And this is what it is. It's a 2.7 cubic feet all-in-one washer and dryer combo. So this is what they are. They're like, it's a washer, but it's also a dryer too. And it's only like $250 is what it's going for right now. And this is where you have to go pick it up. You pick this up on Ray Road. Yesterday, the one I picked up was on Buckeye, the other side of town. And you can see what all the bidders are bidding right here. So I have to go in and bid at least $252. But what I was saying, hey, thanks, Sergio. Appreciate that, brother. But what I was saying is that they sell entire pallets. Go to nellisauction.com, Nellis auction.com. Create you an account for this, man. They sell everything. There's nothing they don't sell. It'd be things for like $1, and you can bid on it. If nobody bids on it, then you win it. Like, here's a huge umbrella right here with no base. It's going for $41. Retail is $673. What, they got a whole sliding frame or something weird. This little right here, a 6x6 hut. These things go for $700 right now. It's $6. This is going for $6 right now. And you have to build it yourself, basically. It says assembly required, partial set. It goes for $700, but it's going right now for $6. It's like, and my client, I was driving, he says, man, you ever heard of Nellis auction? I said, no, man, never heard of that. You can go look in electronics. Let's look in electronics, show you something cool. Like, look, here's a Zebra, some kind of computer data collection thing for $1. Here's a new Apple wireless prepaid iPhone. That's $71. It normally goes for $400. This is going for $71 right now. And it's new. It's brand new. Prepaid Apple iPhone SE, 64 gigs, black, brand new. And all of this stuff is in the warehouse. So you have to drive there to pick this stuff up. They won't ship it to you. That's the thing. You have to drive and pick it up. And I was like, I'll go pick it up. So here's an Android right here for $26. Here's a Samsung Galaxy tablet A8 for $86. Man, and you can buy this stuff and turn around and sell it on eBay. That's what a lady was doing. That's what a lady was doing. She had a Mercedes truck and she had that thing loaded to capacity, all boxes. Yeah, right. Hey, I have multiple sources where I can buy the pallet or by the truckload every now and then. I'll buy a truckload when I have it already. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, it's like, this is crazy. But you can type in, let's say pallet, Pallet. Oh, let's see. So let me see. Well, oh, that's in electronics. I got to clear all filters. Clear filters. Okay, now let's type in pallet there. So what it is that you got to scroll through here and you can see where they sell entire pallets. Like, let's do pallets with an S. Let's see something. No, that's just a regular pallet. But you can look through here and somehow you can find like whole pallets that they sell. And the pallet will be for like $100. So you go in for $100 and you buy the whole pallet. Whatever's on it is on it. Like, they don't tell you what's on it. You just buy it. Man, this site is crazy. Pet supplies. That's why I ended up getting some steps for Seeker so he can climb up get on the bed by himself. Look, patio and garden, stuff like this. Man, this stuff is crazy in here. Crazy. There's another umbrella. This is the patio and garden stuff. I already looked in here. Outdoor power tools. Man, let me clear filters. I hate when I do that. I still need to learn how to work this website. I don't know how to work it yet. Let's go automotive. Oh, because I got something. See, I got pallets in there. I don't know how to get, see, I don't know how to get rid of that stuff, man. I don't know how to get pallets out of there. Explore. Let's try this. Okay. Now let's go automotive. Explore automotive. How many items is in there? 470. All right. So you can get like, what is this? This is a topper for a truck. You can get rotors, $13 for these rotors. Man, I mean, this is crazy. Here's a wireless CarPlay stereo, 4K dash cam, $26. Man, it's crazy in here. Speakers, like ATV sound bars, $26. This site is crazy. But yeah, I'm done looking at that site. I'm telling you, you can get in trouble on that website, man. You can get in trouble with that website because there's so much cheap stuff on there. Exactly. So when you go to, like I said, I already created an account for it. I only spent like $11, and then you pay like whatever the buyer premium, 15%. So I pay like $13, but the steps were normally probably about $50 for the steps. I got them for like $13.75. So I just drove and got the steps. Yeah, exactly. I know it. That's the thing. He says, man, you're really spoiling Seeger, the little bus stop dog, man, because he keeps trying to jump in the bed. He can't get up there because it's too tall. So I bought him these little dog steps for like, I won them for $11. Nobody was bidding on them but me. So he climbs up in the bed off the steps. I'm teaching him now because he'll stand next to the steps. He won't get on the steps. I'm like, come on, man. You got to learn how to get on the steps, dog. But he won't do it. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can show you what the steps look like, because they're some pretty cool looking steps, man. They're pretty cool. Let me see if I can pull them up. I'll show you what they look like. That was my account pickups. Already one. Let me see one. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so these are the steps that I got them right here. Hold up. See, those are the steps I got them right here. See, I won these right here. I won these steps for $11. I was the $11 winner right there at the top. So I had to do that when I woke up. And the thing is, my phone broke. So my phone broke. So luckily I got it on my laptop. So I got the address off my laptop, drove down there, and they ask you when you get down there, what's your phone number? So you tell them what your phone number is, and they go in and they get your box, but you got to schedule a time. So I scheduled noon. So I was like, noon, I'll go pick it up. So I drove down there, picked it up. They bring it out to your car. You don't have to get out your car. They bring everything to you on either a truck, like a little pallet system, or they just hand it to you. So I was like, man, this is too easy right here. I like this. So yeah. Oh, I got the Galaxy A15 right now. Then I got an A35 showing up today, actually. So when AT&T opens the day and they get their deliveries in, they'll call me and let me know that my other phone is down there. My other phone is what I'm going to use because it has screen record and everything on it. This is my new backup phone. So this is the little cheap phone right here. It's an amazing phone. 254 gigabytes of stored data with the chip in the side, plus what's on the phone. Thing is super fast. But people got to text me and tell me, man, when you text me, don't say, hey, Jeff, what's up? I have no idea who the fuck you are. All my contacts are gone. You better say, hey, Jeff, this is like, otherwise I ain't gonna know who you are. I was like, okay, I'll talk back and forth to you, but I won't know who you are. You be like, Jeff, did you get my message? I'm like, which one were you? It's like, I got like 20 of them. I don't know who's who. Like, shit, say who you are. Especially when somebody gets a new phone, always text them, let them know, hey, this is Jeff. Heard you got a new phone. That's it. Because a lot of times contacts don't go over. If you know somebody got a new phone, first thing you do when you text them, say your name. If you just start chatting like they got the old phone, they might not even return your shit. You're like, dude, you ain't returning my text message. I don't even know if you text or not. I got a new phone. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. So, yep, that's my new phone, man. Let's go and Lyft real quick. Lyft stock price. Yeah, Lyft's not doing today. They're not doing as well as they should be doing. See, share screen, Lyft stock, bam. So that's where they are right now. That's Lyft right now. Let me see something. There we go. So they're counting down a little bit. I mean, they started out the day at what was it? What did they start at? 10:06. No, they couldn't have been 10:06. They were up because they're at 10:14 now, 10:24. So they opened up the day at 10:24. They were 10:06 when they closed last week. They opened up the day at 10:24. They're only down at 10:15. So in after hours, they're doing a lot of trading. They're pushing the price up in after hours. And then it's like when it opens, everybody is selling off. It's like, hey, man, in after hours, we're going to push the price up. So make sure you're ready. As soon as it opens, sell your stock, sell it, because we're going to push it up in after hours. And y'all see Uber do that. You see Lyft do that. But I like the fact that, you know, some mornings we can get up and go over this, because they got to keep your day moving towards, you know, money and knowing what this industry is about. Because of this industry, you know, if it's starting to tank and you ain't got no private clients and they're starting to, you know, do like what they did in New York, canceling people from driving around and stuff like that, you're going to have a hard time making money. You're going to have a hard time making money. Let's do like that. There we go. Did you see what I posted yesterday about using 9 established for Uber and Lyft home? Yeah, I'm not putting nothing that big in my car, though. That's too big, man. I was looking for the smallest phone I can find. I mean, I got this little phone right here. This is an iPhone S that I had a long time ago. Like, this is my new phone, and this is the iPhone S. That's the difference. This little bitty S right here, this little bitty S is what I used to use. And it's like, this is my new bigger phone right here. Like, these are the phones right there. I don't like big stuff, man. I don't like big phones and all that. Give me something small. And that's why I never drop shit. Dude, I've been buying phones since 1998. I've never dropped the phone. So this is all new to me. What up, Latina? So I got an iPhone S. I got an iPhone 6. I got different iPhones around here. I use them for like videos and stuff, but I really don't charge them. So the last time I used that phone was probably about 2 years ago. It don't have a chip to it, so I only use it for video and stuff like that. I'll use it when I don't have another camera. I'll just use that and just record video, whatever, download the video, but I don't use it to talk on and text and all that stuff. Now I'm cool with that. But yeah, I like the Samsung products because everything in my house is pretty much Samsung. So I can just go through my phone. I can see my camera systems all over the house and everything, because all that stuff, Samsung, Android network, my TV, my washing machine is LG, it's Android. So if I get iPhone, I mean, I got to switch out a whole lot of stuff just for a phone. It's like, no, I'm cool. I'm cool. And these, like I said, they don't cost that much. I like $200 phones, man. I've never been a person to buy expensive phones because I do most of my work on my laptop. I'd rather put money into a computer than put it into a phone. But if I didn't have a computer, I would probably get a phone and do stuff like that. I know it, Sergio, man. I know it. Because I was talking smack about the phone because of the RAM. I was like, man, this phone is slow. I probably just got to get a new phone. I was never going to get a new phone. I was talking myself into getting one. So the universe was like, Jeff, I know you. You're never going to get a new phone, just like you get old cars and you keep them. Like I bought this truck in 2011. I still got the truck. I never got rid of it. And that's what the universe says. Jeff, you're not getting rid of that phone because you're a person that will keep it as long as it works. That's who you are. So we're going to break this phone. We're going to get you a new phone. We're going to get you 2 new phones. Universe took care of it, man. Because I was like, and Jamil, I finally talked to him today or yesterday. So he called and he was like, yeah, man, it's a dude. It was funny because we're on the phone talking. And I'm like, Jeff. He said, it was no dial tone, no nothing. It just went dead. I said, that's when it hit the counter and hit the floor. It just went completely dead. I knew it was done. When it hit the floor and I picked it up and I hit the power button, I just tapped it so the screen can light back up. The screen didn't light back up. I was like, well, that's kind of weird. So I held the screen. It held it down. It didn't like go bzz and turn on. I was like, oh Lord, something inside broke. Cause I mean, it was a straight smack straight to the floor. Got it. Took it all apart. Opened it up. Sure enough, the thing that was going over the battery connecting to the motherboard just flapping. I'm like, oh man, try to put it back together. It wouldn't stay. So the piece broke. So I was holding it with my finger, but because it's battery powered, it was heating up too fast. So I kept taking my finger off. Then I was holding it down with a screwdriver, but it was like, it wouldn't stay powered up for nothing, man. You see, yeah, you have to let me know you're in the Northeast. I would love, be my honor to be your driver. Oh yeah, brother. When I get up there, I go to Seattle every once in a while, man. I've been up to Bellingham and places like that, Leavenworth. I've been up there, man. So you never know. I might end up, wait, that's Northwest. You're Northeast. That's what, New York? Yeah, New York and all that. I want to go to New York. But I go to Seattle like, probably every 3-4 years I've been up through Seattle. It's pretty cool. Tina said, you knock your old phone. Yeah. Mama said, knock you out. What up, King Jordan? Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Yeah, man. But let me go in here real quick. I'm going to check something out because I know I had something in my, they're up to 1018. What? They're making a little run for it. Lyft is up to 1018. Wait a minute. Let me go back real quick. So this is Lyft. They're making a little run for it. So they're at 10:18. They dipped all the way down to 10:08 at 9:55. So 10 minutes later, up to 10:16. So they made about almost a dime. They made almost a dime in the last 10 minutes. And that's a lot of money to go up a dime because this stock is too volatile, man. Too volatile. This is not anti-New York. Hey, I flew into Newark before. So I haven't been to New York, but I flew into Newark. This is Jeff. What year is your truck? Now Uber and Lyft won a 2019 plus to do black and keeps changing every year. Yeah, I got a 2019. That's what I got. But this is the thing, man. I tell people like this. Even if they wanted a 2019 to do black and they said, or if they wanted to say a 2020, if they said we want a 2020, I'd still do black car service, but I'd do it on private. I just get the price myself. I wouldn't do it on Lyft and Uber. I do Excel, Comfort, whatever they let me do with it. But when I got to the person, I'd change it to a black car service because I don't care what Uber and Lyft says. I'm an independent contractor. If I feel that I'm doing black car service, I'm going to give you black car service. I got a black car. I'm going to give you bottled water. I'm going to open your doors for you. I'm going to load your luggage. I got umbrellas in the back to hold umbrellas and stuff if it's raining out. I'm going to give you black car service in my black car. So that means you're going to pay me on Square, Cash App, Venmo, or cash in my hand. You're not paying me through the app because the app wants you to do black car service for people, but they want to pay you a base rate. I'm not worried about these apps. People got to realize these apps, they want to control rideshare so bad. They want to control rideshare so bad. They deactivate you because you updated. So it's like they want to control the rideshare industry so bad, which is why I keep saying they're going to have issues with the antitrust laws and everything out there. Once they start having issues with antitrust laws, that's when you're going to see them trying to allow independent contractors to have more control of our prices, our industries, the times we work, don't work. They used to try to deactivate people for declining people. They would always deactivate. That was back in the day, a long time ago. If you deactivated too much, they threaten you. They went to court, and the court said these are independent contractors who do not have to take any job that they don't want. They're independent contractors. So Uber and Lyft both backed off and said, okay, we can't deactivate people for declining rides. Remember, they wanted to control the industry. They came in, they said, you're on our platform, we control rideshare. No, you don't control rideshare. You control Lyft and the employees at Lyft. Your platform is technology that we can choose to use or not use. You can't force us to use your technology. Just like you can't force us to drive, we can't force you to give us access to your tech. But what we can say is it has to be open market. So once it's open market, you antitrust. If you start violating that open market, it becomes antitrust at that point. So the court said you can't deactivate people for them declining a ride. They have a right to refuse service as an independent business in America, like every other business. These are not your employees. So Uber and Lyft, they're going to keep pushing the envelope as far as people allow them to push it. If you allow them to do stuff with you, they're going to do it for as long as they can until they get caught. That's just how they are. They're going to keep doing it. Court's going to say, hey, you can't do that. Okay. Just like what did they do in New York? They've been kicking people offline, doing that temporary deactivation where they can't even go online at all, temporarily deactivating people. And what happened? The court said, you can't do that. That's still a form of keeping competition out of an open market. You've got to change your price structures. You got to do things differently. You can't just kick people off. So, yeah, and that's what it is, man. You got to understand. Once you understand that, like a lot of people that work in this industry who have used to being employees, used to having a boss. You are the boss of your own rideshare company right now. This all goes on you. Why do you think when Uber sends you your 1099, they put everything on the earnings, everything? Whatever the customer's paid is fair, not of what you earned, but everything the customer paid is fair goes on your 1099. You have to go through and reduce all the Uber and Lyft fees off of it because you are your own business. They do that to you. You're not their employee. So if you know this is how you're working, your 1099 is based on what you earn. Everything is based on what you earn. You expense things out to reduce your net income. That means you can be out doing rides all day, every day for whatever you want to do them for. They can't force you to do them on the app. They will tell you, you have to do this ride on the app. No, you don't. They tell you that because right behind that, what do they say? You have to do this on the app unless, you're following city legislation guidelines with insurances. And they tell y'all all this shit. because they want to trick you as far as they can to stand on the app. That's their goal. Trick you as far as they can to keep you on the app. Because the moment you figure out who you are and your real power, you ain't gonna worry about them. You're like, shit, I could be doing this $60 a ride, $80 a ride, and I'm sitting there doing it for 14, 15. No, hell no. Forget that. Was they get yourself an OtterBox defender to protect your phone? Drop my phone many times, never break. That's the thing, Mudshark. It is 2024 right now. It's 2024. I started buying phones in 1998 when I lived in North Las Vegas. 1998 to 2024. This is the first time I dropped the phone. You know how many years that is? 1998 when I lived in North Las Vegas, before they even built the Walmart up on Craig Road. I had my phone before. I had a Nokia phone before they built that Walmart on Craig Road. This is the first time I've ever dropped a telephone. And I started buying them in 98. I don't drop phones, man. I just don't do that shit because I never have my phone in my hand. Ask anybody. I don't answer my phone a lot because I never have my phone on me. Like my phone is sitting right there. Later, it'll probably still be sitting there unless I need it for something. I'll put it on the charger. When it's in the car, it's on like a little magnet. I never have my phone in my hand. When I walk through the store, it's in my pocket. When I need to look at my shopping list, I take it out. I go through my shopping list. I clear off everything I got. I put my phone back in my pocket. I don't text and walk. I don't hold my phone in my head. I'm always on speakerphone. I use Bluetooth every once in a while. I never touch telephones, man. All my phones be looking brand new. And it's like this little phone. This Model S, I got this phone. This is, I mean, if it didn't have this thing on the back, it would look pretty much brand new. This Model S, I've had this thing probably since, I would say, 2015 or 16, maybe 2015 or 16. And this phone still looks brand new. This is an old iPhone. The screen's never cracked because I don't drop phones. Like if I clean it out for you, like this, the screen looks brand new. The phone has no signs of wear on the whole phone. Like there's no rubbing marks or nothing. The only thing is this little card magnet thing's got like on the back of it, it's got like paint coming off. But the phone itself, it's like a brand new telephone. You would know the difference if I didn't have that on the back. All my phones always look brand new because I don't touch telephones, man. That's not me. I put them where they should be. I'm old school. Put that shit where it should be and walk away. This is Jeff dropped his first phone. He experienced pop the cherry. I know it. That's it, man, for real. And I'm just, like I said, I'm not a super duper careful person. I'm just always in my garage working. I got tools in my hand. I'm a garage guy. So if you're not a garage guy, then you probably have your phone a lot. Me, I got like hammers in my hand, wrenches, screwdrivers. I got parts. I'm like turning parts over. I'm welding stuff. I'm always wearing gloves. So my phone, I can't even use it in the garage because I got gloves on all the time. So I can't touch the screen and do nothing. All these phones are touch screen. So I can't do anything with a phone. So I never mess with the phone. The phone is wherever it is. I have no idea. I go to my phone and be like 10 messages, 3 missed calls, because I'm always working with my hands doing something else. So, and I drive a manual Jeep. So when I drive, I really don't mess with my phone when I'm driving. So I'm just stick shifting, cruising down the road, listening to music. I just never been a phone guy, man. I've never been a phone guy. I know King Jordan, man, that shit was funny. He said, dropped his first, he popped his phone, Jerry. I know it. That's it. I'm in the club now, damn it. Phone, little fucking A32. Pop my cherry, man. I dropped my damn phone. And when that shit hit the floor, my heart sank. It sank because I knew something was wrong. I just knew it, man. That sound, it was like, because this is the case it was in right here. So and this case has a lot of like scratches on it from sitting on stuff and everything, because it sits on everything. But my phone's always, it's in this case. And this case is pretty standard. It's pretty heavy duty. You can kind of twist it a little bit, but it's pretty heavy duty. And it just snaps in. This thing hit the floor. I was like, that didn't sound good. That did not sound good. Sure enough. And the ironic thing is this phone almost fits in this case. So I can sit there, like I could do like this. Let me see something. So now this case is on this phone, but the cameras are almost closed up on the back. So it's kind of going over the cameras a little bit. So I ordered a new case, like a $7 case for it. But that's just when I sit it down, just so it like the phone won't get scratched up. This will get scratched up. So yeah, that was my phone nightmare yesterday, man. My phone nightmare. And I was like, it was a long day. it was a long day sitting there. I was like, man, I'm never going to get out of here. So just face it, brother. We take care of our shit. We pay good money for our shit. We take care of it because we have pride and respect. Yeah, man. Even shoes. If I got shoes with a white sole, I wipe my sole off. I keep my soles real white. I wipe them off before I leave the house. I don't like white shoes. They got shoes with the white sole and it's all dirty. Wipe that shit off, man. Make it look like you got new shoes on. It's like in my garage, I have a little device that I speak into the air and it'll answer my cell phone that way. We can talk wirelessly while I'm working. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I never heard of that before, William. That's pretty. See, I'll have a Bluetooth in my ear or something like that. So if somebody was to call and I want to talk to them, but normally I don't talk to people when I'm in the garage because I run my air compressor. I run an angle grinder. I got the welder running. It's too loud in there, man. So I tell people, just text me, man. I'll get back to you when I'm not busy. I'm still, like I said, I'm old school, man. I'm not a phone dude. It's like, text me. I'll call you back when I'm not busy. Because when I do have time to talk, I spend it with you guys on YouTube. When I do have time to talk, I'm making a video. I'm trying to do something to inspire people to do something different, which is why today I want to show you guys that Nellis stuff, because anybody in Phoenix, if you go to, like I said, nellisauctions.com, look at investing your money in something. You could put your money in the stock market. I mean, let's go back and look at lyft. You could put your money in this shit, but it's so volatile right now. You can put your money in this. And you can start out your day at 10.25 and you can end up at 10.14. You're dropping almost 10 cents, on the dollar. So you can lose 10 cents on the dollar of what you're dealing with all day. Or you can, like when I was doing eBay a long time ago, I would do eBay. I would buy stuff from garage sales. I would buy stuff from the Goodwill and I'd just put it out, take pictures of it and stick it on eBay. Man, I was making like $1,500 a month, like profit. Just selling eBay shit. I had a whole bedroom upstairs in my house I was just shipping out boxes, shipping out, receivers, Panasonic receivers, the old school receivers, because people wanted the capacitors in them and stuff like that. I used to make a killing. So I wanted to make sure this morning for everybody that got on here, because we talk about investing and stuff like that, look into eBay, look into that nellisauctions.com if you're actually in Phoenix, and consider just cruising through. Buy one thing. And from there, like I said, I bought that dog step thing. And Seeker's going to learn how to use it one day. He's going to figure it out. But I'm thinking about looking at some other stuff, tools, things that I could probably get in here and invest in my money into. If I could take $100 and invest it into what they sell on Nellis auctions. Let's say I take $100, buy like 5 different things, like $20 a piece. But if each thing I can sell, I can buy for 20, but I can put it on eBay and flip it for like 140 on eBay. That's $120 an item I made. If I do 10 of those items, that's $1,200 I made with $100. So I can take my $100, buy it off that Nellis auction website, because that's what these people are doing. That lady had a big old white Mercedes truck loading that shit up. She had boxes, chairs, everything. That lady she needed a truck like mine. So I'm sitting there like, man, I'm like, and I'm buying this little bitty dog step. They walk up to my car, give me a little box. It ain't nothing but trucks out there. Everybody got Mercedes SUVs, Ford F-150s. It was a Lucid, a big ass Lucid came out there. I was like, man. And they was buying they was pushing all this shit out on like big ass dollies, huge flat dollies. They brought mine out in their hand. They like handed it to me to the window. Here you go. I was like, all right. I'm looking around feeling weird as shit. I'm like getting this, and I was driving my Beamer. They give me this little bitty ass box because I had to assemble it. And I'm looking at everybody else. I mean, these ladies out there, 50-year-old ladies grabbing big ass boxes, throwing them in the back of their truck. I'm like, these people finna make some money. They probably having garage sales at their house. They probably having eBay sales, Craigslist sales, selling every man. Y'all saw the prices on some of this shit, $100 for stuff that was costing like $1,200, and it's sitting at $100. Even if you said, hey, this is normally $1,200, I just bought it for $100, I could sell it for $500. Make $400 on it. So the person who's buying it, like, damn, these things go for $1,200. Dude just sold me to me for $500. Man, we got to start getting, exactly, Latina. We got to start getting back into how can we turn our money now. We looking every day at how volatile this. Look, it's at 10.10. So they started at 10.25 this morning, 10.24. They're on 10.16. So they're just dropping all day. They're only down 0.045. They're only up a little bit today. They claim that they're up. Well, from last week, they're up because they started at 10.06. So from last week, they're up. But from this morning, they started at 10.24 at, 6:30 this morning when they started trading. But instead of sitting here playing with $10 stocks, trying to make 15 cents, $10 stocks trying to, ooh, if it can go from 10 to 11, ooh, I just made $1 per share. Yeah, you made $1 per share. Imagine you buying stuff from the Goodwill. Imagine you buying stuff from other people's garage sales that they just want a move and sell, an estate sale, and you put it on eBay. That's what this channel is about, man. It's about helping people figure out ways to make more money on a slow day. Imagine you making only $100 doing rideshare, but you made $100 doing rideshare. You come home, you open your eBay auctions, you making $200 profit on that, $35 profit on that, $16 profit on that. Maybe you're losing on this one. It ain't going nowhere yet. But this is how you can spread your money out. Take that rideshare money, put that shit into some eBay auctions. I mean, you could probably sell it on Nellis if you live in Phoenix. I mean, you got to probably go in and create a seller's account. Oh, yeah, Frank. And I'm going to tell you, this is what I was thinking, Frank, about trucks. I got this big ass Escalade outside. That lady with the Mercedes SUV, she had like a little ML. She could have probably said, hey, Jeff, I'll pay you $50 because she's making a ton of profit on selling all her shit. I'll pay you $50 if I can use you. You come up, pick me and all my shit up and drop me off right there with all my stuff. $50. It might be like 15 miles worth of driving. Cool. I'll do it for $50. You got a truck. You got an open bed truck, Frank. You can sit up there and say, hey, if you guys want to buy stuff off Nellis auctions, let me know. I have a truck. I can do delivery. A lot of people got little cars like my BMW. They don't have trucks. They might see shit on Nellis auction like, man, I need that umbrella set. Man, I would love that patio furniture set. Man, I would love that couch set. And here you are with a flatbed truck. You got the Ranger. You can say, well, shit, I'd pick it up for you. How much? $45? $45 is fine by me because they probably saving $300, $400, $500. What's $45 to them? They're saving enough. And that's why, you know, I'm always looking at ways that I can help somebody make a little more money doing something. I don't take all my ideas and just run with it myself. Oh, I got a great idea. I'm gonna fuck all y'all up. I say, you know, I got a great idea. I'm gonna share it with y'all. Let me get on the microphone and talk about this shit. This might be a great idea. Like I said, I was making $1,500 profit a month part-time doing eBay sales when I was working corporate. I was buying Beatrice Potter little Tittle Mouse cups for $1, selling for $50 just so people can complete their set. I was buying Red Bull ice chests. I would sell the Red Bull ice chest for like $200. That's back when Red Bull was first coming out. I had Nike benches from the Nike store I was selling. Man, I was selling so much shit back then, just buying stuff at garage sales, Panasonic, you know, receivers, speakers, man, just selling it. Buy it, put it on eBay, auction price starting at this. You come back later that day, you might start your auction off at like $9.99. A lot of them you start at 99 cents, you get a free listing. You come back, you're like, holy shit, this thing is $142 right now. And you just out driving, you making money, you doing whatever. But while you making money with your gas in your car, you got to make money on eBay. You got to make money on auctions. You got to make money somewhere else. Because if all you're relying on is rideshare and that's all you're relying, nah. You can't do that, man. This is Jeff, get a clear rubber ball, drop the phone and it connect the Bluetooth speaker. Oh, that's funny shit. Get a clear rubber ball, like drop the phone and connect to the Bluetooth speaker. Exactly. Yeah, I either got to get the tonneau covers or not. I could pull them off. Oh, yeah. And see, that's the thing, Frank. They even sell those, man. They even sell those. Look at this lyft stock. Woo, it's going down. They only made a nickel so far today. They made a nickel today. They made a nickel all day. They've been open for an hour, made a nickel in value. But yeah, man, we gotta find ways as rideshare drivers to not only have money that's being made while we're not in our car driving and everything, but when we are out driving, we got the courage to tell somebody, no, I don't want this ride. Why are you taking $7 rides? Why are you taking $3, $4 rides? If you have auctions right now generating extra $300 a day for you, you got 3 auctions running and you're profiting $300 on what you got running, $300. That helps you say, I can really cherry pick now. Now I could really do this. Hey, thank you, Charvel, for the super chat, brother. Happy Hump Day Barbecue, Trump 2024, baby. Oh, it's going to happen. We know it. And this is how we're going to take our economy back, man, by being smart. We're going to take our economy back by not by being employees, not for begging, not for protesting. We're going to be smart and really go out there and create wealth for ourselves by saying, if somebody needs something, you need a ride, I'll give you a ride. I need to go to the airport, Jeff. Okay, don't pay 119. Give me 75. I'll take it to the airport. For real? For real. Damn, man, that's like a $40 discount. Well, it's a $40. You could tip me if you want to, but you don't have to. I mean, you pay me 75, I'm cool. Because all they're going to give me is like 41. For the same ride, they're gonna give me $41 for a black ride, charging you $119, but I'm just charging you $75. So it's a good deal. We got to go out and create wealth. And when I went to that warehouse and I saw how everybody was with trucks and how everybody was doing everything, I'm like, wow, I could have bought way more shit and just brought my truck and been taking photographs. I didn't have a phone at the time because I still hadn't been to AT&T yet. But you could take photographs of the day you buy it. You could take the photographs off the website, take pictures of the box and everything you got, and turn around and list that shit on eBay the same day you buy it. I bought them steps for $11. I guarantee I could sell them steps for like 30, 35. It's somebody out there trying to pamper their fucking dog. I could sell them steps for 30, $35. I just got them for 11, but I needed them. So I use them for my dog. So he can get up in bed with me. So I got to quit reaching down and pick his ass up. So, but things like that, and you're not going to make gains on everything. You're not going to be able to capitalize on everything, but there's some things out there that you really need to say, exactly, let your money work for you. You really need to consider looking at the dollars you got as potentially more dollars. I don't go clubbing. I don't like drink like that. I don't even drink at all, come to think of it. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I drank, we all went to Native Wings and I had a drink and we're at Native Wings. That's how long it's been. DeAndre, Bighorn Kev, AJ, all of them. That was the last time I drank anything. I don't drink that much. So most of my money goes into investing into other things that could potentially turn into money, because the day is going to hit when we're all going to get our big break. That day is going to happen. You have to be ready for that day. If you're not prepared and somebody needs to contact you and your phone is broken and somebody could have contacted me yesterday, but my phone was broken and I missed an opportunity to make money. If your car is broken because you didn't do maintenance on it, you're going to miss the opportunity to make money. The opportunity cost is that hidden cost of rideshare, the hidden cost of just business, period. The opportunity cost. Always stay ready. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You've been ready. So as soon as that opportunity come, bam, you're like, hey, man, I got you, man. I got you. I'll be down there in about an hour. Cool, thanks. Hey, he'll be here in about an hour. But if you're like, yeah, man, my tires is bald right now, man. I ain't putting new tires on. My alternator's starting to squeak a little bit. You see, now you got to get ready. The opportunity is right there, but you ain't ready for it. Just like I went and bought a serpentine belt for the expedition. It's at almost 90,000 miles. I don't think they ever changed it. So I bought a serpentine belt. I'm going to swap both of them because the one I want to change is behind the one in the front. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go buy the other one. I'll just change them both out. That way I don't have to ever do this shit ever again. And I did it on a Beamer too. I always change my belts out because serpentine belts run everything. Your water pump, your AC, it runs everything. Your power steering. If that one little $17 belt snaps, that $17 can potentially cost you hundreds of dollars of opportunity. It's a $17 belt. If you haven't switched your serpentine belt, pay the $17, wrap that shit on there, get it done. You're good for another 90,000 miles. But running until it snaps, you don't want to do that because you're going to get to a point where you're ready to make some money and all of a sudden like, oh shit, my belt just snapped. And now you can't make money. This is ride share makes you want to drink. Exactly. But it'd be fun, man. Some people be like, hey man, come on in with us. I'll go in and have a Sprite with them. I'll go and drink a Sprite, have some chicken fingers or some shit like that. But I ain't going to fuck up my career, lose my license, and I'm screwed. I can't even do private rides with no license. Like, I'm not worried about Uber and Lyft deactivating me. I'm worried about not having my license, so I can't do private rides, period. But yeah. Oh, Frank. No, Frank, you're down in Casa Grande. I was going to say something, but you're in Casa Grande. I'm looking for East Mesa or Gilbert because I got a ride set up for somebody. They just got to see if it's something they want. It's every morning, Monday through Friday. It's every morning. Then again in the afternoon, close to the evening when they're done. But it's a round trip ride every day. I'm just going to see what time frame and how much is going to run somebody. Somebody's going to want that ride. I didn't even have one that night. I had one Bloody Mary since. Yeah, exactly. One Bloody Mary. That's all I could drink. That's all I could drink. Ooh, look at them. They're down to $10.12. 10.12. I don't know, man. Lyft is taking that hit. Lyft is taking that hit. Let's go on to YouTube for a second. I want to see something because I know I had several things I wanted to look at. Wait a minute. Where's watch later? Here we go. Watch later. No, that was the thing. Oh, that's a Coast Conspirator thing. Yeah, it was something I was wanting to look at, but I can't figure it out. Oh, I was looking at my my F-150 the 3.5 EcoBoost rattle stuff. Like, yeah, I'm gonna look that up. Wait a minute, where in the hell was it? I can't even find it. It was something I was gonna look at. I probably didn't save it. I didn't save it, but it was something I wanted to look at. Man. Wait a minute, hold up for a second, because I'm gonna see if I can find it in here. Well, that's Amazon delivery stuff. Oh, nope, it's not in here at all. Dang it. Wait, where's that Home Depot stuff at? No, I still can't find it. It was something in here. No, I can't find it. Forget it, man. Forget it. I'm gonna find it one day, and that's the thing. What I try to do is I try to keep it in my watch list because I want to watch it at some point. Stop sharing there. Should people vote for Democrats or Republicans? At the mic drop. In my opinion, it depends on who you are. Honestly, it depends on who you are. If you're intelligent, if you don't want handouts, if you want to make more money, like without watering down the American economy, if you potentially want to buy a house, you want lower interest rates, so you can borrow that money at a lower cost, then you should probably vote Republican. I'm just keeping it real. You should probably vote Republican if any of those things you want to do, because the Democrats are not going to do any of that for you. Everything I just said, they don't even have a plan right now. Their only plan is we can't let Trump win. That's not a plan. I'm sorry. Can't let Trump win. That's like me in a track meet, going to a track meet saying, oh, I can't let Latina win. Well, are you going to practice? Are you going to, do some drills? Are you going to, lift some weights? What are you going to do so you can win? Don't worry about it. I just can't let Latina win. But we see the point. You want to win. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. We got common sense. If you're in a race to do something, you want to win and you don't want the other person to win. That's common sense. Quit saying common sense shit. And that's all Kamala Harris is saying the whole time. Like basic 5th grade level shit. We are going to win. We can't let Trump win. We're going to beat him. He's not going to beat us. We're going to come out number 1. He's going to come out number 2. It's like, what are you going to do that, though? You're not saying anything. So I'm telling you, if you want to vote for this country, if you want to vote to get us going somewhere, get this economy back in order, therefore immigration. And with immigration, you've got to understand that that's the World Economic Forum's plan. That's a one world government plan. Now, the whole thing is that Kamala Harris can't say anything right now because her boss is the one who fucked it all up. The president, Biden. She can't even say nothing bad. Her boss is the one that allowed all this shit to happen. So how can she talk shit about a boss and she's still working for the company? This is where they screwed up. They nominated her without a vote. Anybody that would have voted would not have voted for her. They would have said, well, you're part of the Biden regime, because any Democrat that would have ran against Kamala and Biden's policies, and they would have won. And everybody knows that. That's why they didn't hold a primary. So they were saying, if she says, well, I'm against everything Biden did to get this country into a hole, I'm going to do what Trump's going to do. Because that's basically what she's saying. I'm going to copy whatever Trump's going to do. If you vote for me, I'll just do whatever Trump's going to do. That way we can just beat Trump. Just vote for me. I'm going to do whatever he's going to do. And everybody's like, yeah. It's like, so wait a minute. So y'all support Trump's policies. Yeah, we just don't like Trump. But that's how stupid people are. They shoot themselves in the foot and not realize it's their own fucking foot. It's like Trump's coming to all these policies that are going to put us back on the path of Americans having money back in our hands again. Because right now, people are going broke. People are going broke right now, like real broke. The White House is allowing these policies to pass through. They're not vetoing shit. They're allowing, our borders to stay open, which waters down our economy. The World Economic Forum even says, without immigration, America is going to be behind. They say that without immigration, America is going to be behind the world's labor force. Because a lot of Americans are sick, dying. They even say that they're dying off. They're sick. They can't work. They don't want to work. So you guys are going to be behind the gun when it comes to labor. So what do? Immigrants, import everybody. And a lot of Americans are like, yeah, get rid of Trump. I'm like, bro, you have no idea what you're even doing right now. And it's almost like what happened with C-19 in 2020. They had no idea what they were doing. And everybody was, yeah, we should be, separating 6 feet. We should be wearing a mask. We should be all taking a shot. They had no idea they were just saying whatever the narrative was saying at the time. They had no idea what this shit was even about. And we were like, dude, do you even know what you're talking about? Yeah, I'm saying what CNN said because CNN is who I watch. I'm like, but the CNN, what the fuck they even talking about? Doesn't matter. They're CNN. They must know. Okay. Same thing was going on right now. She was in charge of, exactly. She was in charge of the border, but she don't really want to take, ownership of it. And it's funny how we say what a true leader is. A true leader is somebody who will take credit for the loss as well as the win. That's a true leader. You know what? That was on me today. That was on me. I'm gonna take ownership of that. I know what I could have did differently. We could have did something differently. That's on me. Instead, nobody in the whole administration is saying that they're in charge of the border. It wasn't my job. Wasn't my job. Wasn't my job. Wasn't my job. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. What? Well, who was it? Don't know, but it wasn't me. These ain't no fucking leaders. They're just kicking the can along. They're kicking the can along, hoping somebody says, hey, I'll take credit for it. I'll be the fall guy for it. And I'm sitting there like, if they want to really get the American economy back on track, either you got to bring costs down or you got to get wages up. But right now, wages are going down. Wages are going down. And the cost of everything is going up. It's inverse. It's inverse. So how could you raise prices on everything? Inflation, you're raising prices across the board. But then you say you want to bring immigrants in so we don't have to pay that much in wages now. You're damaging America on purpose at that point. How can you push wages lower and lower and lower and then turn around and say, yeah, we're going to raise costs up? How can you afford life at that point? The policies are not there. They're just not there. They're not there. So if somebody's comfortable with how they're sitting right now and comfortable with the direction they're going in right now, either one or two things. Either they're hiring immigrants, so they're gonna go for Democrat. They're hiring immigrants. They want to say, oh, I'm voting Democrat. I need more immigrants because, man, I'm making a killing right now with these immigrants. These immigrants, oh, shit, I'm not paying nothing. I'm paying $11. I'm paying this, man. Those people are going to vote Democrat because that's what they want. If you want to own a slave, vote Democrat. If you want to be a slave, vote Democrat. If you tired of slavery and you see what it looks like, you probably need to vote Republican to say, you know what, we need to get up off this plantation. We see what's going on. We're not stupid. Why do you think they took all of these statues down? Why do you think they took down all the memorabilia, the street names? Because they don't want people to remember what happened in this country. They want to give you some, oh, this is hope. This is progressive. This is forward thinking. If you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. So we got to look and see what the history said. Oh, history shows that these people were the elites and they had all the power, they had all the money, and the poor, the impoverished, the desperate were all the slaves. Therefore, if we're allowing that to happen all over again, guess where we're going to end up? Right back where we started. The reset. They call it the Great Reset. That's what they're calling it. Right back where we started. The Great Reset. That's when you say, okay, we're erasing all of this profit, erasing all of this lifestyle, erasing all of these traditions, erasing all of these sovereign nations, and we're going to have a global reset. Everybody back to square one again. Let's start over again. And when we start over this time, we're going to start over according to our rules, not the Constitution, not anything. These are our rules now. We're having a reset. And when you say reset, people think that reset means we're going to start over and everybody's going to have $1 million. No, this is a transfer of wealth. We're going to start over and you're not going to have $1 million. You're going to own absolutely nothing. This is a reset. You're going to own nothing. You won't have enough money to own a house. You won't have enough money to own a car. Insurances are too high. And if you don't have insurance, they won't let you own a car. So how are you going to have a car? You got to lease it now. So now you don't own a car. You just lease a car. You rent a car. You're using rideshare. If you don't own one now, if you got an ICE engine, what are you going to do? We're not going to let you put gas in it. We're going to make you go buy an EV. I can't afford an EV. Well, now you don't own a car now, but you can rent one. It's going to come. The reset means chaos. It means starting all the way back over. There are people who have done things in life, created businesses, companies, this and that. Everything's closing right now. Everything's closing right now. Yep, the Great Reset is going to come. And if you don't understand, a lot of people don't understand what the reset is, and to vote Democrat is to vote for the reset. Black people didn't win. We always talk about how far we've come, how far we've come. We got black billionaires in America now, when everybody that was black in America used to be slaves. Now we got black billionaires now. We've come a long way. Now we're having a reset. Why? Are you scared of people having wealth? Is that what this is about? You scared about people being in that upper echelon of wealth, knowing and teaching people how to make money? Is that what you scared about? Because the Democrats, they're plantation based. They're not freedom based. They're Southern Democrats, plantation based. Too many people have too many resources. What do they say? Oh, well, then that means we can't be elite. Everybody's elite. And if we want control, we want power, we want to be elite, means we got to put everybody down again. How do you control people? Put everything on debit cards. Put everything on EBT cards. Put everything on Section 8 cards. And you make people do what you tell them to do, or you'll stop giving them money. That's how you control them. Freedom is different, man. It's different. It's different. Oh, yeah. It's going to be hard to do. But this is, let me show you what they were talking about. Let me see something. This is what I wanted to talk about. This is what I was talking about. Okay. That was 4 months ago, 4 months ago, 2 months ago, 4 months ago, 7 months ago. This was something that was more recent than that. Okay. This is what I want. This is one of the things. What up, Roger, Lisa? What's good? What's good? This is one of the things I wanted to show here.
A judge in Illinois just ruled illegal immigrants have the right to keep and bear arms. So rather than the circle with the line through it, we need like a thumbs up emoji there. The case is pretty simple. Police arrested an illegal immigrant living in Chicago with a gun back in 2020. They charged him for violating the federal law banning illegal immigrants from having guns. It's been on the books for a long time. Judge Sharon Johnson Coleman just decided the Second Amendment applies to him, the illegal immigrant, like everybody else, so he can have a gun. In her decision, she wrote that Humberto Flores received and used the handgun solely for self-protection and protection of property during a time of documented civil unrest in the spring of 2020.
So basically what she's saying, this lady is saying we should allow people who illegally came here, criminals. We should allow a criminal that we don't know any criminal history of. He could be a felon in the country he's from. We don't know that because we don't do background checks on these people like that. So he could be a felon, but the fact that he's illegal, he should be allowed to protect himself against an American citizen on American soil by potentially killing that American. Remember, he's illegally here, but this lady is saying he should be allowed to kill an American if he has to. This is what you call war. These are Democrats allowing people to come in and say, if you want a gun to kill an American, I'm going to make that possible. I know you're not supposed to be here. You didn't come here legally. You're illegally here. You're basically violating federal law. But I'm going to abate the federal constitution, which is also federal law, to say you should have a gun. You're not an American citizen. Our U.S. Constitution is about U.S. citizens. Our U.S. Constitution is not about people in Germany. We can't take U.S. constitutional law and apply it to people in Germany. People in Germany can't come over here on a work visa and all of a sudden, or even come over here illegal and say, hey, since I'm here, I get to abide by all American laws now. I get say, no, wait, you can't do that. But here's this lady saying, if you're here illegally and our American citizens have documented civil unrest, our American citizens, you have a right to kill them. Go get yourself a gun. Protect yourself in this crazy country. Instead of saying, why don't you just go back to where you're from? If this place is too crazy for you, go back to where you're from. If this is civil unrest and you claim you left civil unrest to come here to seek asylum or whatever, you left civil unrest. You brought civil unrest here when you start killing Americans with that gun I just let you have. It makes no sense. People like this make no sense. We're going to allow you to leave a country that's in disarray and civil unrest to come here to get a gun. Why don't you go to your own country and ask your own government, hey, can I have a gun over here to protect myself? And your own country say no. And you say, oh, well, forget it. I'm just going to go to America. They'll let me have a gun over there. I'm out. I'm going to America.
The summer of love. Court documents show Flores fired the gun at moving cars during the BLM riots in Chicago. He argues police officers warned him about looters who were approaching his neighborhood. Key to this ruling is that the judge says Flores' conduct heavily impacted her decision. He had no criminal record and was not considered a risk to public safety. This case is just one of many challenging that federal statute that prevents illegal immigrants from possessing a firearm. There are cases unfolding in states nationwide. Shan Wu is here, former federal prosecutor, turned criminal defense attorney, once a very senior officer at the DOJ. Good to see you.
That's nuts.
Should I be shocked that an Obama appointee found a gun control law that she didn't like?
No, but I think it's very fascinating that this whole push towards expanding the deference to the Second Amendment, in some ways, has kind of come full circle here, where something that really seems counterintuitive, the idea that someone who's not here legally still has that right, and you can't use this particular statute, which is commonly known as the felon in possession statute. But the way it's written, she really zeroed in on the language. He's not a felon. And the gray area, of course, is whether or not his status, and frankly, I think the way he was using the gun calls a little bit into question, how peaceful he is.
No, I mean, I guess the question, though, is what constitutional rights and protections then become absolute, right? Because illegal immigrants are still counted in a census. Mm-hmm. That is a huge deal in terms of representation. But then where do we get to right to work, or right to vote, or right to have a license to practice medicine, or right to have a license to do all of these other things? Isn't this opening Pandora's box?
It could be. I do think, I hate to say this, but I think Congress would have to be a little bit more powerful here, because there's no question that the Constitution applies to people who are not here legally. They're, quote, persons under the Constitution. So that makes perfect sense. The problem here is you need to draw the statute more narrowly, and you might have to actually specify that being here in a non-legal status would also make you not eligible to carry the firearm.
Exactly.
Interesting. You have to think of,
because you're here in a non-legal status. You're not here legally. It's a non-legal status. So how can someone with a non-legal status get legal protection? That makes no sense to me right there. I can see if you needed legal protection against someone who is trying to commit a crime against you. Let's say you're illegally in this country and somebody wants to beat you up. The person that wants to beat you up should be charged with assault, because they're still under legal rules here. They can't beat you up just because you're illegal. You still have protection of human right to say, hey, you know what? I can put assault charges on you. Even though I'm illegally here, I can put assault charges against you for beating me up. So that protection is still there. But you can't legally be here if you have illegal status and say, I want all the constitutional protections. I want to own a gun. I want to buy a house. I want this. I want that. I want all this from this country, even though I have non-legal status in this country. Things just don't make sense, man. And they're trying to gaslight people to claim that these people aren't illegal people. No, they aren't illegal people. They're illegally here. I mean, I'm not an illegal person, but if I break in your house at 2:00 in the morning, I'm illegally there. That's how it works. I'm still a legal person, but I put myself in an illegal situation when I commit a crime. I'm not an illegal person, but I can't just walk anywhere I want to walk to. I can just walk in the airport right now and just get on a plane. I didn't even buy a ticket. I'll get arrested because I walked into an American airport. I'm an American citizen walking into an American airport, walking right through security and getting on a plane. People going to stop me before I even get on a plane. They're going to say, dude, you didn't buy a ticket. You didn't go to security. You just walked in. I'm like, well, that's what they're doing at the border. They're just walking right through security. They're just walking right in, just getting in and getting stuff. How come I can't get a ride? I don't go to jail for that, because I have laws against doing that. And when we have laws against that in this country and people are abating those laws and not doing anything for it, we end up with a country that has no protection. This country is not protected right now. We have a lot of people from other countries here, a lot of people from many other different countries. And some of those people want to do harm to Americans. They want to do harm to America.
About what you said of Congress actually doing its job, which they rarely seem to be able to do. Key part of the ruling, Justice Clarence Thomas wrote in the court's majority opinion, we hold that when the Second Amendment's plain text covers an individual's conduct, the Constitution presumptively protects that conduct. Look, you talk to a lot of folks. You're pretty popular in liberal legal circles. Was there a bit of chuckling when people read this? Was it sort of, yeah?
I think so. I mean,
more than a bit?
Yeah, it feels like a little bit, chickens coming home to roost. So,
in what sense?
In the sense of it's been associated, not entirely accurately, but it's very much been associated with the conservative court, a conservative movement to really expand the protections of the Second Amendment for gun owners. And here, of course, it kind of comes into conflict with the idea of, we also have to include this big issue with
So you said that the
immigrants.
Congress might have to do its job, right? Flores was here illegally, therefore he broke a U.S. law by coming and by staying. So this is that the Second Amendment applies without Congress amending the law. So Congress could pass a law tomorrow that says illegal immigrants cannot have weapons, period.
Right.
And that would fix this situation.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I would agree. You have me in funny positions. I'm agreeing with Clarence Thomas, too. But I think he's exactly right.
Where 2024, odd things happen, don't they?
It's this presumption. The Constitution creates that presumption that whether you're illegally here or not, you have that right as a person here. But if the specific law says you're not allowed to possess it because of your status or a crime you've committed, then that would fix the presumption.
All right.
Yeah, so those guys right there keep going back and forth. Let's go back and look at the Lyft stock real quick. Yeah, but this is the thing. I don't understand how somebody could legally even say, hey, legally, I'm illegally here, but I want to do the things legal Americans do legally. I want to do that. It's impossible. You're opening Pandora's box, because that means people can illegally come here, legally get driver's license, legally get jobs. There is no immigration law anymore. There is no border anymore. It's just people who just ain't here yet. Nobody is illegal anymore. They all become people who just ain't here yet. This is, are you illegal? No, I'm not illegal. I'm just not in America yet. I'm on my way, though. That's like me saying, oh, I legally live in China when I really don't legally, because I have to have a visa. I got to, find a way to get into the country. I can't just go to China and say, well, I'm here now, so therefore I'm Chinese. No, I'm not Chinese. I just broke into these people's country, and they're going to find out, either put me in jail and deport me or something. But in America, if you don't have sovereign nation, you don't have sovereign borders, you can't just sit up there and go, well, I'm not legally here, but I should have all the stuff the Constitution affords legal people because I'm here now. Well, you should be deported. That's why we even have that word, deported. That word still exists. But in the Biden administration, deported does not exist. They don't like that word because it gives a sense that these people are here illegally, and they're finding these people illegally registering to vote. 6,300 were found in one state alone, illegally registered to vote. They are not American citizens. You are an American resident when you're here. An asylum seeker, you're illegally here as a resident, but you're not a citizen. You can't just register to vote and say, hey, I want to vote on American policy. You can't do that. It don't work. Billy Proctor, my man, what's good, brother? What's good? He says, politicians are crazy, man. They look at the laws and read what they want to read. As an American citizen, we have the right to own a gun. Politicians do what they say, not what we do. Exactly. And it's funny that you say that, because I call politicians the new elite. A lot of politicians come in as the people's, champ, and I'm here for the people. I represent the people. I do this for the people. That's how they get elected. How do you think Kamala Harris is getting elected? I'm here for the people. I'm the people person. I'm just a common person like everybody else. Oh, you're an idiot. But that's neither here nor there. So they come in at this low level, but the moment they get power, they become elite. People don't make the laws. We make the laws. We don't make the laws for people. We make the laws for ourselves. We make this and that. Charvel says, take your money out of variable accounts for the reset if possible. Go indexed. Exactly. Was that QQQ and stuff like that? Yeah. And so once a politician becomes voted in, everything they talked about, everything that got them into office, it's abated. They don't care no more because now they got the power. Now corporations have to bow down to them. Regulators got to bow down to them. World leaders got to bow because they got the power. Oh, we're going to do this. And if we do this and we set this law, it's going to hurt you unless you give me this much money. You give me this much money through a lobbyist. You give my campaign this much money. You give my office this much money. Then we'll pitch for you. These politicians have become elite. They're no longer like leaders of our communities no more. They're elite now. So they want to get involved in the power struggles of the world, not just into helping America become the best America we could be. Because if we were just focused on America, not focused on no world wars, no world problems, no immigrants, focus on every issue we got right here in America that we claim other countries got. Oh, those people are being treated inhumanely. We got veterans living under a bridge right now. That shit's not humane. I'm sorry, it's not humane. So we got issues like that here. Oh, those people over there are suffering. They're struggling. We got people in America suffering and struggling too. If our politicians focus more on stop trying to be an elite or world elite, I'm on top of the world. I want some of your stocks. I want your trade. I want part of your country. I want it. Just focus on the problems we got right here in this country. That's what people would respect more. But to sit there and see these people watch our country go down in flames And they're like laughing and joking and drinking and having. I'm just like, how y'all got the nerve to go out and campaign not talking about the problems and the issues we're having everywhere? You're not even talking about the problems and the issues we're having. You're talking about, we got to beat this guy. That's all you're saying? We're going to beat that guy. Yeah. We're going to beat that guy. Yeah. That's all. That's your only speech. That's it. And this is what cracks me up. When we sit there and we see this lady speak, we know she's not speaking from her heart or her own intelligence level, because she's not that intelligent. Everybody knows that. I'm not the only one that says that. Like, important people in this world say she's not intelligent. People say that. And there's the people who are not intelligent think she's really smart. And they go, oh, she's so smart. I can't believe how smart. Look at how smart she is. Did you hear her speech, man? That was so smart. She's saying what's prepared for her. She's reading prepared statements written by somebody else's brain, written by somebody else's soul. And they're telling her, say this. Do not deviate from this. Don't take a single question, because we don't want to hear from you. You're not that smart, lady. Read this statement. Read this speech. Do not deviate. You deviate, they're going to find out you're not smart. Stick with us on this one. We're going to get you into the White House. You're going to do everything we ask you to do when you get there, because we helped you get there, but you got to keep reading. Do not speak to nobody. Do not open your mouth. That's not a true leader. That's a fabricated leader. This is a simulation we living in right now. It's like a video game people are playing. It's how can we get people to buy this piece of shit right here? Man, to me, she's like crypto. She has no true value, but they're going to like pump and dump your ass real quick. They're going to pump her up and then dump you when she gets in office. It's a pump and dump. That's Kamala Harris, the pump and dump. Because they're going to give her speeches and give her say this and say that and say this. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, if Kamala and Trump debates, oh, it's going to be a laughing stock, man. That's going to be a laugh. To listen to it, I'm going to tell you right now, and mark my word. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again on August the 14th, 2024. Mark my word. Every sentence she says, she will say one word in that sentence for the next 5 sentences. She will be like, time is what we do. And the time that, and when you understand how time, she going to be like that. She going to be saying, oh man, yeah, that short bus shit. But that's literally what she's going to be doing. Literally pump and dump. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Latina, you too quick today. You too quick. Fucking, what's that? Breakfast burrito. Latina's too quick today. She caught it pump and dump. Like, yeah, sounds like her, Mayor Brown, Willie Brown. He pump and dumped her. Yeah, she's the pump and dump. Like, no. But for real, man. But serious, it's like she's going to be one of those people that if she speaks and uses her own brain, she can't think of a next sentence. She's going to say the same word, and she's going to keep that word. She's going to hammer on. I don't know what word it's going to be, but she's going to find a word and she's going to hang on that word. The community, and you understand, like when we're community, and like together, like you, me, community, and understand like the community of what we're doing, and and that's how we're going to rebuild our community. She hangs on one word because her brain can't process fast enough. She's got a real slow process. She's like 2G compared to 5G. She's fucking 2. That's why they're writing all her speeches. Anybody who thinks she's a leader, anybody who thinks she's intelligent, anybody who thinks she's smart enough to do this would allow her to do it. She's not being allowed because she was selected, not elected. She was selected. And they made sure they kept her on a short list when she was vice president by saying, it's going to be a black woman. The vice president's going to be a black woman. They put her on a very short list of nominees. Okay, black woman, fine. The black woman that she was actually up against was too black. She was like real black. She had 2 black parents. She was real black. She was too black. And she was very smart. Very smart. I can't remember that lady's name, but I remember her in different speeches or whatever. And she was very fucking sharp. Way sharp. She was black. Kamala, she's like an Obama. She's not real black. She's got, she's mixed breed. So when you put a mixed breed in a place and you pretend that the mixed breed is black people say, oh, you're a light-skinned black. That means you're better than black. That's black people shit. And a lot of people, they like to do that, what is it, tone shade or whatever, some shit they call it. I don't know what they call it. When you like light-skinned people more than dark-skinned people. I don't know what, it's something, they use that word sometimes. Colorist. That's what it is, colorist. You're a colorist because you like light-skinned black people, but not dark-skinned black people. That's because the dark-skinned black people is black. The light-skinned black person is like, well, you're kind of like us. You're kind of like us. You're almost the same color, but motherfucker, colorism. That's what it is. That's what it is. And it's like, what type of black? I'm black. I got my dad is super black. He's like super black. He's like black like my fucking shirt black. My dad is black. My mom is like brown black. So I'm like right in between them. So, but it's funny because this is what I think about my dad. And honestly, I don't talk about my dad enough. You know, long story with that, but he's a cool guy. But my dad was black. He was always one of the most attractive men I've ever seen in my life. He was black. He had a gold tooth. He had like a gray beard. He had a small gray, like a little short gray afro was kind of receding a little bit. I mean, he was like, and women loved my dad. This is the blackest motherfucker you will ever see. But he was so cool. He was like the coolest black. He was like, Dolomite black era. He was like the coolest, but he was like, he never grew out of the 70s. He never left the 70s. Super black, gold tooth, black skin, gray beard. He was like model black before the internet was out black. He was model black. And everybody, I mean, women would just flock over this fucking dude. Yeah, he was like Shaft, man. He was like Shaft. He always had a new girlfriend. My dad always had, and these women were gorgeous. Like Nita, Claudine, these women were gorgeous back then. My mom, she was gorgeous too. And they split a long time ago. Yeah, he was like Michael Jordan. That was him. He was like a Michael Jordan. He was the smoothest black. Like, I got variations and I got different color schemes on my. I got like light skin hair, dark skin hair, dark hair, light hair. I got like fucking. I'm weird. I'm like a fucking giraffe. His ass was straight. Like he was like model black, and that's why when I think of colorists, people who like light skinned people more than they like dark people, they didn't grow up around beautiful dark people. They probably grew up around ugly dark people. They're probably an ugly dark person themselves. I don't fucking know. But I grew up around some real beautiful dark-skinned people. My Aunt Melva Jean, my Uncle Lawrence, gorgeous people, gorgeous. And I mean, you can see just the features, the full lips, the nose, the skin color. I mean, you look at every quality they got, and it's what you think like a model black person would have. And it's like my family was always like that. We had a lot of dark people. My cousin James, the blackest motherfucker you ever gonna meet. My cousin James Cuts, the blackest motherfucker you ever gonna meet. Dude is gorgeous. Women would fall over this motherfucker. He had white beard. He had a white, even when he was like in school, he had like a regular beard. Man, girls will fall over this. This dude can have any motherfucking girl he want. He the darkest dude in every picture you ever gonna take, but he's like model black. He's like a model. The dude was like a model. Always had gorgeous girls. Always his wife Nina, his girlfriends, back in high school and stuff. I mean, he was never exactly Midnight James. I was always around beautiful black people, which is why it probably never bothered me to be dark. It never bothered me because I've always been around. I mean, my sons are light skinned because their moms are light skinned or whatever, this and that. But I've dated this one girl, Joy, I dated in college. I dated a girl named Joy, and I dated the first girl I dated in college. Her name was actually Brandy. She was a cheerleader named Brandy. Two darker people. And Joy was kind of dark, but Joy was like a movie star. Like, Monique, the comedian Monique. Think about the comedian Monique. Joy was a skinny version of her. Same exact face. She looked like the comedian Monique. Same exact face. Real chips, full lips, beautiful eyes, beautiful. That was Joy. She looked like a skinny Monique. Well, she wasn't really skinny. I always like girls with a little meat on them. I never had a skinny girl. But, she was like medium size. I gotta have soft girls. I can't do skinny girls. I need soft girls, not skinny girls. But they don't fuck up my suspension either. They don't fuck up my suspension and turn off my brake alignment. It's like, man. Well, some guys are so black they only date white ones so their children won't be so dark. I know it. I find that funny. And see, only one of my sons is like, both of my sons are lighter than me. But my youngest son, because he's mixed with Italian, he's actually like dark. He's like a darker Italian guy, whatever. So he's like, yeah, slim, thick. Exactly, slim, thick. I like him slim, thick. Slick, slim, thick. Girl, you slick. What's that? You slim, thick. Six, I love me a bony woman. Shit. This motherfucker's like, man, some guys like that. Hey, everybody's different. Yeah, but even like, And that's why I don't understand why Democrats will not select a black person. Why they won't? They're scared, man. They're scared of a black person. And I don't mean the black Democrats. I mean the white Democrats. They're scared of a black person. And that to me is almost like, plantation. They're cool. They're cool with being led by a light-skinned black person because it's almost like us. You look like us. But yeah, King George and Jeff, you need a reality show. I don't know, man. Motherfuckers. Reality show shit. I'll get kicked off my own reality show. I'll lose the fucking challenge. I'll get kicked off. Jeff, you lose immunity. You're kicked off your own show. What the fuck are you gonna call it? The ex-Jeff show. It used to be Jeff show, motherfucker. No, but in serious though, and I think, yeah, America's not ready for it. But the thing is, Republicans, every Republican candidate that has went for any Republican office or this or that has always been a black person. Look at all the Republican people that are in office or senators or anything. They're like black people. And they get pretty high up. And it's like, man, I know black person, Dr. Umar Johnson, black. I know it. And by black, I don't mean like how somebody acts. I just mean like the tone of their skin. That's all. Like how you act. Oh, I'm black, motherfucker. I eat chicken for breakfast, motherfucker. I'm black. It's like, okay, I drink Kool-Aid like a motherfucker. I'm black. No, it's like, I'm talking about like a color of skin, like darker. I'd probably say darker complected. That will be better. Darker complected black. But I don't know why, man. And I think, intelligence is deep. Intelligence is deep. And I've never looked at somebody's skin color to say whether or not they will be smarter than me or not as smart as me. I chat with people, man. I chat with people and I talk to folks. I mean, I've seen people from all backgrounds, not that intelligent. I've seen people from all backgrounds pretty intelligent. People that I like to listen to, no matter whether they're a woman or a man, stuff like some pretty sharp people. And it's like, even like, sexuality debates. I listen to some people who speak and they sound more feminine. They're males that sound more feminine, but it's like they're just intelligent. And I don't knock them, say, dude, this dude probably gay. I'm not listening to him. No, I'm listening to the message. I'll listen to the message. And I think that's the issue with Democrats. They never listen to the message. They're looking for a look. They want you to check off a box of some sort versus a look. A DEI look. They want you to look like this, like when Biden says, I don't want no white male vice presidential candidate. I don't want a black male. I don't want a white woman. I want a black woman. If you're anything other than a black woman, don't even apply. They were looking to check off a box. They're looking for a package. They're selling you a package. They don't give a fuck about the contents. They're selling you a package. And a lot of people can't even see through that. Why don't they say, we want somebody who's very intelligent, very good with world affairs, can help America get out of a rut with the economy, very good with economics, not only that, social status. They don't. I just want somebody with black heritage and as a female. That's it. Don't care anything else about that. Just black heritage and female. It's like, okay, what is this about? Because we just want to include people. We want to be diverse and include people. No, this is a serious matter. This ain't choosing no motherfucking team of goddamn dodgeball in elementary school. This is a serious matter. This is running a country that has to get involved with other countries in the world. This is a serious matter. America has to have more than a package. We've got to have some content. We got to have people who truly believe in the core of what America is, the true blood of what America went through. A lot of people fall for this country to get to where it is right now, just to turn around and hand that shit away because somebody fits a bill, fits a package, looks a certain way. Oh, you look the part. You want to play the part? Shit's like fucking acting. It's like acting, man. Like acting. It's like, damn, Jeff, you got me taking a closer look. Cory Booker and this other guy that's in Congress, I forgot his name. Yeah, Cory Booker, and there's another guy, and he's speaking a lot now. He's got a short haircut, man. He's got a shorter haircut. I know exactly who you're talking about. But, man, this is Dems rather nominate Clayton Bigsby from the Chappelle Show than equality. Clayton Bigsby, the black white supremacist. That's real shit. But it's for real, man. Democrats just want to divide us. Yeah. And I'm a believer in if you want to hire me for a job, let's say you want me to fix your car. Don't be like, you know what? We want to hire a woman, a black woman to fix this car today. No, you're going to say, I want somebody who knows what the fuck they doing because I need my car to run. Well, right now, we got this white woman right here, and we got a black woman. We got a non-binary. You're like, okay, cool. Who's going to fix my car, though? Well, those are your choices. Have they ever worked on a car? No, but we're going to give them an opportunity. This is diversion, equality, and inclusion. We're going to include one of these motherfuckers into fixing your car. Well, I tell you what, there's this guy, Jeff, right? He fixes cars a lot. Tim Scott, there you go. There, Tim, Jeff, we're going to have him fix your car. Wait a minute. Jeff's always, yeah, but he's a black guy. Oh, man, we don't want to hire a black guy. We need a woman. We need a girl. You're going to fucking tear your car up. You're going to tear your car up. So I'm sitting there like, if people don't understand what the Democrats are doing right now, they're saying no matter how stupid you are, you have an opportunity to lead this nation. Your grade don't matter. Being a 4.0 student don't matter. Being a 3-point student don't matter. Being on your shit don't matter. Being knowledgeable don't matter. All you got to do is look the part and we'll give you the job. Look the part. It's like acting. If you can play the role, if you can read what's on the teleprompter, you can read what we put in front of you. Read this index card. Can you read this? Yeah. Then play the part. You're only playing the part. The true power is what people aren't looking at. The true power is behind the curtains, pulling the strings back here. That's the true power. So who's ever behind the strings are going to give you what you tell the people in front, because your job is to play the part. Look like an America that's strong, than America that's got a black woman leading, in America but let that black lady speak. If she speaks, she ain't gonna say shit. So they give her messages all the time. Hey, say this, say this. Don't say anything out of your own mind, out of your own soul. Say this. Yes, I want a black woman to cook my food, a white woman to defend me in court, and an Asian lady to do my nails. They told us stupid ass. And I want a Mexican girl to go to the club with me, because Mexican girls will kick somebody's ass. That's it. I only need 4 different women. That's it. Just give me 4 women. Black woman to cook my food, white woman to defend me in court, Asian lady to do my nails, and a Mexican to go hang out in the club with, because she gonna be the first one to cut a bitch. She be like, no, it's got you up, motherfucker, leave Jeffy alone, leave him alone. It's like, damn, that Mexican girl mean as a motherfucker. Yeah, she cute as a motherfucker, but dude, she'll cut you. I don't fuck with the Mexican girls, man. She be halaka, palaka, tudaka, pidaka, pidaka, what? Well, you better take off running when she start talking like that. She put the motherfucker, she throw her hair back. Halaka, pidaka, tudaka, pidaka, I'm fucking running. Yeah, Jeff, why you running a Mexican girl? Shit, I'm not waiting. I already got my warning call when she started fucking speaking. I'm just waiting for the switchblade to come out. No. What, TSA in Boston can't hire men, they can only hire females? Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Man. So, Jeff, what do you think about affirmative action? I don't know, man. Affirmative action to me is because the people who benefit from affirmative action, of course, they're not going to have a problem with it. Of course they won't. They benefit from affirmative action. But affirmative action, it has an equal partner called white privilege. It's the same fucking thing. Affirmative action is just white privilege for people who aren't white. That's all it is. It's like, hey, I'm going to come in and I'm going to do the job and this and that. And they're going to hire you based on your skin color, even if you're not as qualified as somebody else, which is cool. If that's what you want to do, just say that's what you want to do right off the bat. So, hey, you know what? We want to put a white guy in here because we got a whole office full of white guys. And so we just want to make sure, can you fit in with some white guys? Yeah, I can fit in with some white guys. It's cool, man. Cool then, fit in. But if you say, you know what, I don't really talk to white folks that much, man. And you know, a lot of black people online don't talk to white folks a lot because they call them white folks. They be like, yeah, man, white people. Why would I want to hire somebody like that to be on a team that's mainly got white people and you don't even like white people? It's like, this shit don't make sense. I mean, when you go to work 8, 9, 10 hours a day, you want to be around people you fuck with pretty much. And if you don't fuck with these people, you don't want to be there. I'm like, dude, don't do that, man. So what I do is I say with affirmative action, if I want a job here, I'm going to say I want a job here. If they say, hey, well, it's with a lot of white folks, well, that's cool. So I don't mind white people. If white people don't mind me being black, well, you want to come back and meet them? Let's go meet them. Fuck the middle of the interview. Let's go meet them. Walk me around the office. Show me what am I getting into? Walk me around the office. But if somebody says straight to my face, I don't want to hire you because we got a lot of white folks and you're black and I just don't want to hire a black guy. You should be firing the person that's interviewing me. Fire that motherfucker, because he won't even give me a chance. And I've already said I'm cool with it. I'm smart enough, right? Yeah, you smart enough. You got it. Cool if I'm smart enough. And all you worried about is my skin color. Walk me around the office. Let's go talk to people. I might walk out that motherfucker. Somebody's like, oh shit, bruh, you're Jeff. You drove my mom like 2 months ago. Yeah, what's up, dude? And next thing you know, the dude who was interviewing me, I was like, y'all know each other? Yeah, man. He cool as a motherfucker. Now I got the job. But you can't always use affirmative action to say, I'm going to force you into a position that you never fucking even want anyways. You don't even like white people. So why would you want to be here? Just so I could be here. Be somewhere you want to be. Just like with my channel. I get rid of people off my channel all the fucking time. Be somewhere you want to be. Don't be somewhere you don't want to be. I've been a corporate guy my whole life. And I really don't believe that I was hired based on affirmative action. I really don't believe that. I did work where there's a lot of white people and stuff like that, but I worked with casinos, a lot of black people too, a lot of Mexicans, a lot of everybody, Asians and all that. But I made sure that when I interviewed, I said enough in those interviews to let them know this guy knows financials, he knows accounting. Not only that, but when I was doing the actual job, they knew this dude knows his shit. He wasn't lying. Holy shit. Man, you see the way he works systems? This motherfucker got everything lined up, man. He ain't made an error. His reports are solid. Man, I trust his work. High integrity with the data. Man. And so I'm like, yes. And y'all I don't think they hired me because I was black and didn't know what the fuck I was doing. They hired me because I happened to be black, but I knew what I was doing because I said in the interview everything. They saw my resume. I tell people, check my references. Is it okay if we call them? Call them. I don't care. Ask them whatever you want to ask them. I don't care because you're going to find out about me anyways if you hire me. I used to always tell people, if I can make it to the interview, I got the job. I was that confident back then. If I could make it to the interview, I got the job. A lot of times, too many people sending resumes. I would never get calls. But if you get to my resume, I had a white name, Jeff Watts, right at the top of the Jeff Watts, Drake University. All of the people's like, damn, Jeff Watts, Drake University, middle of Iowa. Must be some white guy. Motherfuckers call me in the office. Yeah, we're here to talk to Jeff Watts. All of us sitting in the lobby. They say Jeff Watts. I'm sitting in the lobby. They be like, oh shit, you're Jeff Watts? We expected I know you expected a white guy, Jeff Watts. Yeah, I know. But that's the thing. After the interview, I mean, we be in the interview cracking up, laughing, having a good time, everything else. We be in there having a great time. They have to hire me at that point. They have to. Because they're like, man, this dude, he's smart. He's funny. He's not like an accountant. He's like funny to be an accountant. I think he can fit in with us, man. Even bosses back then say, man, I'm so glad we hired you, man. You are like a breath of fresh air. You are hilarious. You make the meetings fun. You make working fun. But we keep it 100, though. We keep the integrity and the data, the numbers. We don't have 4 and 5 different reports, revisions coming out all the time. We solid with our shit. We know we take our time. We go slow. It's like working on a car. When I work on a car, I work on it once. I don't need to work on it 2 or 3 times. I work on it once. Take your time, man. And a lot of people, they're not willing to admit that they didn't get the job because of their energy. If you got shitty energy, you ain't gonna get the job. Oh, it's because I'm black. Motherfuckers always play that black card. It's because I'm black. Like, no, it's probably because of your energy, motherfucker. You probably got shitty energy. I don't even like you and I'm black. We both black and I don't like you. It ain't got shit to do with you being black. You just got shitty energy. And some people just can't take that and say, you know what? I do got shitty energy. I need to go I need to go on a fucking, a hike. Go on a soul searching hike, take a fucking canoe trip down a motherfucking river and shit. Find out why am I such a shitty person. I need to do that. And then you change who you are. Me, I have a motorcycle. So I drive my motorcycle sometimes. It breaks my monotony. It takes away the shittiness out of me because I enjoy riding my motorcycle. So I'm not shitty no more after I ride. I feel good, have fun, talk to people at the gas station and shit. I feel good. And people, they know me. I ride anywhere. I'm in the backwoods. Motherfuckers probably ain't seen a black person except on TV. And I'm still riding in their neighborhood. I'm all through I'm eating at their restaurants and shit. I'm gassing up at their gas station. These motherfuckers laugh. Only place they ever seen a black person on TV. They walk out like, oh shit. There's one of those African Americans in my city. Let's go shake his hand. I don't fucking know. But I just gonna hang out wherever the fuck I want to. It's like, dude, I'm alive. I exist in this universe, man. I'm here. We're on fucking Earth, dog. Ain't no other Earth like this. I'm everywhere. So I gonna hang out and I ain't scared of no fucking body. But a lot of people, they don't want to leave their comfort zone. They feel better sitting on their porch, wherever they at, whether they out in the fucking middle of the woods or they sitting on their porch in the inner city. They don't want to leave that because they feel comfortable there. I ain't scared of shit. If you're going to do something, do it. Get it over with. Motherfucker, I'm only on this planet for a little while any fucking ways. You could probably end it sooner. It's going to be over one day any fucking ways. But I'm going to enjoy it while I'm here. So if you don't like me enjoying my shit, that's not my problem. That's a you problem, not me, because I'm going to have a good time. When it's done, it's done. I don't know when it's going to end. It might be a plane that drop out of the sky and I'm on that motherfucker. It might be my car. I don't fucking know when it's going to end, but I'm going to enjoy it till it do. And a lot of people don't like that about me. And I wish that for everybody. Enjoy your time while you can. People that come on this channel and they don't like it over here, I make their day. I'm like, you're probably not adult enough to leave the table that you don't like anyways. So I'm going to kick you off the fucking table. Like I said, I ain't afraid to deactivate a comment or a person real quick. Because if you're not adult enough to sit somewhere and know this ain't for you and get up and leave, I'll kick you off the table because you're not smart enough. I go to different channels. You don't see my name on a bunch of channels, even though I do comment on channels, but I comment on shit that I fuck with. If it's a debate going on and I may disagree with the debate, I have a constructive disagreement. I was like, hey, you know what? I disagree because this is what I think, blah, 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 blah. I don't jump on and go, you guys are idiots. You guys are a bunch of coons. What the fuck am I saying that for? I might as well not say shit if that's all I got to input. I'm not a one sentence person. If I got something to say, I'm saying I disagree. And let me tell you why I disagree. If you look at this and you look at this and you consider this, you consider this, now guess what you got at the end? And some people go, oh shit, you're right. I never thought about that. Exactly. I have a constructive debate. But when you have destructive debate, you got people over, you guys are stupid. You're going to wreck your fucking car. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose your kids. You're going to lose your dog. I just delete them, get them off my fucking page. It's like, you don't know one person that's ever lost all that shit you sitting over here talking about. You're talking about rhetoric right now. You don't know not one person that went through all the shit you saying right now. Not one. And you've been on this planet for how long? And you don't know not one. I boot them off the fucking channel because they're in the wrong place. I put people in their place. You belong over there. Yeah, and it's like prejudice is a burden that confuses the past, threatens the future, and renders the present inaccessible. Real shit. Real shit. And Black Label, that's what it is, man. Had to move to Denver, Miami to Denver. Just had to get my energy right, man. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. Because it's like we're on Earth right now. I know there's a lot of places on Earth where my energy will be amazing, man. My energy will be amazing in some places where there live a lot of animals, where you see a lot of animals. I know I would do well. Like, I really think if I ever moved to Africa and there's a lot of animals, I would do really well because my energy is like that, man. It's like, I love life. I love life. There's a tree growing in my backyard. The big palm tree that's been growing in my backyard since even before I bought this house, there's a palm tree growing. The palm tree is now pushing my wall over now in the back corner. The palm tree is growing so big, it's starting to push the wall over. What I'm thinking about doing is knocking the wall down. So I'm going to knock the wall down because the wall is dead. The tree is alive. Why would I cut my neighbor's palm tree down or tell my neighbor, you need to cut that tree down because it's knocking over my wall? I like life. I like life. I would rather just say, why don't we just get rid of this wall right here? We can like quarantine it off or whatever. We can figure something out to readjust the wall. Even though the tree is partially coming on my property, it's only on my property maybe 4 or 5 inches. And you think about the size of the fucking Milky Way. Think about how big the Milky Way is. Think about how big and this tree that's alive, that happened to have a chance for life in this universe. This tree happens to live. It's not a dead tree. It's still, and it's growing. It's doing amazing. It's only 4 or 5 inches it needs in this Milky Way. That's all it needs. I can make that 4 or 5 inches possible if I just knock my fucking wall down, open it, let this tree grow how it's supposed to grow. But I'm like, the average idiot will be like, well, this tree is growing on my property. Dude, this tree's been here before you were here, probably. It was here before I bought this house. This tree has a soul. It's been living there forever. It's been growing. It's been doing great. It looks good. We take care of it. I water the motherfucker. They cut it. They trim it. It's a beautiful tree. I'm not going to fucking keep a brick wall in place of a tree. The brick wall is not alive. So sometimes you got to say, what do you want to do? Do you want to cater to life? Or do you want to cater to something that's not even alive? What do you want to cater to? The wall's not alive. It doesn't know what's going on. The tree knows what's going on. If the soil is not good, the tree will react. If the soil is good, the sun is good, water is good, the tree will react. The tree is still alive. It's still alive. So let's not fuck that up. So yeah, man. No, I wouldn't chop that wood, man. Nah, man. That's the thing. Some of these trees, they belong here, man. We build in places where we don't belong. We chase animals out of their habitat. We do all of this shit, and we don't belong here. We're taking over other people's shit, just like with these trees and stuff like that. I don't think I'm that important in the whole Milky Way to where I can take out a life and say my life is more important than this life, so I'm going to take this tree down. Now, there was a dead tree in that yard a long time ago, completely dead. Didn't grow leaves, nothing. It was completely dead. We cut that one off. Yeah, that one was done. We had to get rid of that one. Exactly. Trees were here before humans, man. And trees, they provide oxygen. Humans, we provide CO2. So humans, we're bred to give off death. We killed every breath we take. We're putting out poisonous fucking gases. We put out methane. We put out CO2. Humans do that. Trees don't do that. Trees put out fresh air, oxygen. Trees put out shade. They nurture the soil whenever the leaves fall and it becomes like, nutrients or whatever and shit in the soil. Compost. It turns into compost. Trees actually give more life to this planet than humans do. We breathe out CO2. If not for trees, we'd kill our fucking selves. We'd be breathing in CO2. We couldn't live like that. We need trees and grass. So if we keep a brick wall and we get rid of a fucking tree, just kill ourselves. That's what we're doing. We're just, man, I'm not one of those people, man. I'm just not one of those people. I see life as bigger than my existence here. I'm only going to be here for a little while. That's it. But the energy we have can keep living forever. You can live beyond your physical presence on this planet, but you got to make sure you exude that energy. You got to exude that chemistry that you can put into your children, to the people around you. And we radiate that, and it becomes a tradition of life. And when you look at the Native Americans, you look at Buddhists, you look at a lot of people who have traditions of life. Then you look at some countries, it's a tradition of death. It's a lot of killing, a lot of destruction. It has no life left in it, man. And it's like everything's born just to die. It's born to be a part of a slave system. And that's kind of like what America's starting to become. I love, like I said, when I go up to Leavenworth, when I go to Seattle, I go to Leavenworth, flying to Bellingham, it's nothing but fucking trees for as far as you can see, clouds on the road. You in pure nature, streams running, quiet as hell, no cars. All you hear is the trickling of water over rocks all night long. I stay in this little bread and breakfast right on the side of this fucking stream. This old white lady, she owns it. And usually like 3 or 4 couples stay there. In my room, you let out right over the fucking, the back stream. You see the whole backyard going all the way to the little stream back there. It's a bridge at the top, cross nothing but trees. You can walk up and down the stream all day. You're not going to make it that far because it's pretty treacherous. But it's the fact that you're in like real fucking nature. You're not in no Holiday Inn. You like in nature. You stand in somebody's bed and breakfast right on the side of a fucking stream that if you fall in, you probably going to end up way the fuck farther south. But you can just hang out there. You could fish if you wanted to. You could just sit in the chair she got back there, whatever you want to do. Get a break away from, just appreciate life. Appreciate this planet for what it is. And that's why I like going off-roading. You out there, it ain't nothing out there. Just no stoplights, no trees, nobody honking at people, nobody giving each other a finger and shit. You just out there cruising, man. It's different. Humans are Earth's coronavirus. Real shit. No. So what, yo, Jeff, do you hear in Minnesota, illegal immigrants are allowed to have a driver's license now? What? No way. It wouldn't put it past me. Because what did I say about that Tim Walz guy? He's pro-immigrant. Uber. This dude is for Uber. He's pro-immigrant, less American. This dude is not about America. He's about immigration coming in. He's about giving immigrants everything they need so corporate can abuse them and exploit them, kick them to the fucking curb because they know they're going to end up leaving one day. But while they're here, let's make a lot of money. Give them all driver's licenses. So if you give them all driver's licenses, do they got to take driver's tests? Do they got to take driver's exams? Or do you just give it to them because they got one in another state? Because I know when I left my state in like Vegas, I got to Missouri. I didn't have to turn around and get another license. I have to take another test. They just transferred it over. So we're going to take people from other countries and just transfer their license over. They got to redo everything over again. Man. So you hungry, Jeff? I think you said a bread and breakfast. This is bed and breakfast, man. It's a bed and breakfast. Like, yeah. So the other day I heard there was a plastic island in the ocean the size of 2 Texas states. Damn. Crazy, man. Man, that's nuts. Because people just don't respect life, man. There's a lot of sea lions and seals and dolphins and shit get tied up in that shit. Sea turtles get tied up in that shit. Everything. Nobody cares about that. It's like they more or less just want to hurry up and get rid of the plastic they got and they'll just throw that shit out the car right in the ocean. It's like, dude, what if somebody just drove down the street and threw a big ass trash bag in your living room? You'd be like, why'd you throw that trash bag in my living room? The same reason why you throw all your trash in the fucking ocean. Somebody lives there. Like, people live there or animals live in the ocean. How you gonna just throw trash in a fucking living room? I could just cruise by and throw my shit in your living room and you got to just live around it. It's like, man, time to wake up. It took 2 rides yesterday for $250 then went home. Man, that's what's up, brother. That's what's up. Yeah, I think I'll be back on the road today, man. I got my phone. I got to go pick up the other one. I'll pick it up probably about 10 or 11. I don't know. How old is DMVs full of people that just got here getting their license? Man, I don't know. Yeah, fun fact, if the oceans die, so does everything on this earth. Real shit. Man, I want to see, like, because like I said, I don't know. I haven't been to the DMV in a long time. I should go by and check that shit out. I'm gonna see what's Lyft stock say. Okay, I see what Lyft stock is doing. Let's take a look back at Lyft. I've been trying to keep an eye on this damn stock for a while. 1011 is what they're at. Like I said, they started out the day at 1024. They haven't been able to get back up there. They actually dipped down to 1004, which is below the previous close of last week, because they previous closed at 1006 last week or yesterday. And now they dipped down to 1004 at 1035. Now they're slowly starting to make that climb back up, but it ain't gonna make it too high. Yesterday, I was saying they're gonna make it to 992, and I think they actually did. Where was 992 at? 992 was right around Tuesday, August the 13th at 2 p.m. Because I said they're gonna hit 992, and they hit it on Tuesday. I thought it was gonna hit Monday night, but at the end of Monday night, it was way back here. Yeah, it was 966. So I thought it would hit 992, but it only went up to 966. It didn't hit 992 to the next day, like 2 p.m., almost before it closed. Because at 3 p.m. at exactly close, it was at 10:06 right there, 4 p.m., 10:06. That's what it was at 10:06. So yeah, the stocks, man. They short selling. I don't know, man, because they were at 12 something. They're having a hard time making it back to 12. They're not getting up there, man. They are not getting up there. It's like, sheesh. They gotta pull it. Lyft needs to pull it together. Right now, they're scampering. They don't know how they're gonna make money. They're trying to say they're gonna make money off of not paying drivers any surge. And this is what I'm thinking. When they say we're gonna do away with surge pricing, I think that's the trick riders. That's the trick riders into thinking that they're not charging them surge price, that's the real price. And it's the trick drivers to think, well, they're not paying any surge because they're going to do it with surge pricing. When in actuality, the prices are never going to change. It's kind of like when they say, when people have like Black Friday sales and they say, hey, you can get this for $10. But then when you take the sign down, the normal price is $10. And you think you're getting a sale, on sale, $10. That's how Lyft is going to be. Hey, you can get this ride for $32. What? 32? But really, 32 is what they would charge when they had surge. Yeah, we have no more surge. $32 for the straight price. You're like, oh man, 32 straight price. And guess how much the driver's going to get? You already see people taking airport rides, $116, giving the driver $24, $29. You already see that already. Man. And I'm telling you, man, it's like people got to realize that if you're not paying attention to what's going on in rideshare as far as the corporation goes, you're missing great opportunity to make money on private rides of businesses. Like I said, that's why it was killing me not to have a phone. I'm gonna see if I got some messages. Hey, I got 8 text messages. Oh, let's see. Okay, I got it. Okay, cool. This is another one that came through at 9:41 last night. Okay, I'll get more info from you. I'll get more info. Come up with a plan and a price. Just need pickup, address, and drop off, and times needed. All right, so I'm gonna pass somebody this ride because I just said, hey, I'll get more information. Come on, thing. Says I'll get more information from you to come up with the plan and the price. Just need a pickup address, drop off address, and times needed. This is the Monday through Friday deal. Somebody in East Mesa, Gilbert, you guys are going to have a Monday through Friday private ride. So let me finish getting this because it's too far from me. It's way too far from me. I'll do it for airport. Like I'll go out there and pick up somebody, bring them to the airport. That's cool. But every day, Monday through Friday, pick them up in the morning, get them to work or whatever, pick them up after work, bring them back home, Monday through Friday, every day. I live too far from that part of town to do that every day because I could be doing something over here. I could be doing an airport. I could be in Scottsdale. I could be, in Ahwatukee. I could be doing something at any part of the day. So this is a ride. This is one of my clients one of my regulars, but she needs something done specifically every single day. So this will be a ride that I'll be passing off to somebody more in that area if I can get the times and dates right. And when I do, I'll make a couple of calls. I'll figure it out. Somebody's gonna have a good deal with this one. Sorry, man. Talking to text don't come out right. Oh yeah, bait and switch, real shit. That's what it is, bait and switch. Wait a minute. Here we go. The theory with Lyft is the same as Black Friday sales. Advertise as being 100 off when in reality the item was 200 higher than it was the week before Black Friday. Exactly, man. And that's Lyft right there right now. They're sitting at $10.10. They're having a slow day, man. They're having a slow day because they started out the day. They were at 10:06 when they ended yesterday. They were at 10:06 when they ended. They started this morning at 10:24. That was their high. They opened at 10:24. They dropped all the way down to 10:04. And now they're back. They're sitting around $10.10. They're not going to make a good run. They're not going to make a good run. I could just see it already. Today's not the day for them. Uber is at 71.39. Let's see. Uber's sitting at 71.39. They're kind of doing the same thing what Lyft is doing. They took a big dive right around the same time, about 10:30 in the morning. They took a pretty big dive. But same thing. Let me open this up. These apps are trying to sell investors on the theory that they're going to generate more income and more revenue, especially this football season. It's not going to happen. This football season, we're going to make a lot of money. I'm telling you right now, we're going to make a lot of money in this football season as private drivers. People are not going to want to pay these marked up prices. A lot of riders have been talking all summer. Everybody's been talking all summer about, well, this guy gave me his card. This guy gave me his card. All these guys, hey, do you want to do a private ride? Word is out. And you can't take word back. Word is out right now. Drivers are willing to negotiate prices when people think it's too high, or when people don't think they're getting paid enough. People are willing to negotiate prices right now on both ends of the deal, driver and rider. So Lyft, man, Lyft and Uber got hell to pay. This football season is private rides only, and set it up. Set it up. Go in, talk to bar managers. Let bar managers know, hey, man, I'll sit outside this bar after every game. These time frames, can I put my flyer up near your bathroom? Cool. Can I put my, flyer up, near the bar? Cool, go for it. Advertise heavily. Wherever people will gather for games, people will be drinking. That's what they do. Advertise in those areas. You may get 2-3 rides out of it. You don't know. But getting 2-3 rides out of that at $40, $50, $60 a pop, especially if their team wins, shit, you might get a $100 bill for that. $100 bill if their team win and they super happy and everybody's happy and everybody's going nuts, $100 bill. And guess what? Uber would have probably paid you $17 for that ride. And you'd be like, damn, I just made $83 more than what Uber would have paid me just by being in the right place at the right time. You got to position yourself. Position yourself. Go out there and market and advertise. People are surprised and pissed when they find out how Lyft steals tips. Oh, yeah. Because the apps aren't telling people the truth about what's really going on. The apps are just saying, hey, this is how much your ride costs. Driver gets 100% of the tips. They don't show anything after that. Once that rider is gone, they'll never see you again, they think. They'll never talk to you again. If you gave them your card, they can text you and say, hey, man, you get that $25 tip? Oh, I got a $5 tip. No, I left you $25, bro. Oh, man, that's crazy. They stole your tip. Yeah, they stole it, man. Damn, I left you 25, man. They gave me 5 of it. That's it. So that's what we got to do, man. We got to start getting out there and really hammering. And that's why, I like a lot of the drivers on this channel. Guys aren't scared, man. Girls, y'all ain't scared. Y'all get out there and know your worth. You know your value. You don't let nobody on these channels, talk you down. Oh, you guys shouldn't be doing that. You guys shouldn't be, y'all don't let nobody talk y'all down. We've been doing this for a while now. We out here cruising. $200. What time to wake up? $250 in 2 rides. Me, I'll bang out $85 in a ride in a heartbeat. I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll take you from here to there. 85 is fine. Which reminds me, I got a text. I got to hit somebody up about, hold up for a second. Wait a minute. Yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I got to send a text for a concert on August the 23rd. So I got a few days. I'll text him in a while. But there's a concert going on August 23rd. And there's somebody in my area. Actually, Jamil sent me the information last night. They're right down the street from me, literally like 5 minutes south of me, probably. But Instead of him driving way out here to pick them up, I'm going to pick them up, get them to the concert, and then get them back from the concert because I'm like literally right down the street. But that's what we do. We're like teams like that. The ride I got, the Monday through Friday ride. The Monday through Friday is eternity because school's about to start back right now. And these people are now needing rides to and from places every single day. So I'm willing to give that ride. That's a Monday through Friday ride two times a day, in the morning and then again when they're done. Whoever's going to take that ride, this is a price that you can come up with. It'll help you set and organize your day. That's what it'll be like. For me, I'm more airport. I'm over on this side of town. I'm going to try to do more Tempe rides, try to do more Arizona Grand rides. And it's going to kill me to have to go down the highway to start my day out every morning. And then at, 4 or 5 p.m., go back down the highway again to complete that. It's going to kill me to do that because it's a lot of opportunity and a lot of time that I'm dealing with. So I want to make sure that she gets to and from where she needs to go. So I'm going to set it up. I'm going to set it up right for him. Oh, yeah. The best trading tool is volatility index is the leading economic indicator. They can't manipulate that. Oh, yeah. The volatility index, I'm telling you. And lyft is a stock where you can make money on the way down and on the way up because you know it's going down. Uber's the same way. It's a volatility stock. So it's going to drop and you're going to short it. You make a little money and you can buy at the bottom. You can let it come back up to the top. You can do that all day long. Because right now they're only up 44 cents on the day. That's it. They're only up 44 cents. They're at 71.64. They closed at 71.05 yesterday. They closed at 71.05, opened at 71.64 after hours trading. And now they're back up to 71.49. They're trying to make a run. Can they make it to 72? Highly doubt it. They might, but highly doubt it. Say, I'm not putting a human in my car for what Uber and Lyft are paying. Exactly. I'm not putting a human in my car for what Uber and Lyft are paying. And you tell people, man, hey, this is how much I'll do it for. Uber's only paying me this much. They're not paying right for these rides. Where they're overcharging you guys and underpaying us. They're creating profit margins like that. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to protect the community. And yesterday when I was at the AT&T store, I was talking to the guy that was selling me the phone, and I let him know. I was like, hey, this is, and I told him about the podcast and everything. So he knows about all you guys. I talked about you guys yesterday on the podcast about people, talking about the cash rides they're doing, how they're making money. And he's like, oh man, I'm kind of interested in that. So that's pretty interesting, man. I was like, hey, get on the channel, watch a few videos. I said, read the comments. The comments are where the real smoke is at. Because these are people that are telling in their cities how they're doing things, how much they're making in their cities. That's the real smoke. Me, I just host a barbecue. The motherfuckers cooking is the ones in the comments. That's where you're going to find the smoke right there. And I like how we're like lepers, lions, spotting all opportunities during NFL season to capitalize. And that's what it is, Fortune, man. If we're not capitalizing, I was telling a guy yesterday, the comments are where it's at. The comments show people capitalizing, how they're capitalizing, what they're actually doing out there, the rides that are being sent to us versus what we're getting out of these deals. This is a very inspirational channels, man. It's a very inspirational channel, and it's not me. Rideshare Rodeo. What up, Steve? Thank you, brother, for the super chat. What's good, brother? And I think it's a very, motivational, inspirational channel because of the drivers on this channel, not because of the videos I'll make. The videos I make are fine. They're fun. We have a good time and all that. But I think just seeing drivers actually taking leaps of faith to start their own businesses, doing their own thing, knowing the risk involved, whether you go left or right, there's going to be risk. You're going to drive for Lyft or Uber, there's risk. You drive for yourself, there's risk. How can you mitigate that risk? And how can you say, what risk am I willing to take? I'm going to tell you right now, just like on the Professor's channel, there's people getting carjacked left and right. People getting carjacked left and right. I always say private rides are the safest rides you can do. Because these are clients clients you deal with on a continuous basis, clients that won't set you up because you guys have generally had a repair. Complete strangers getting in your car, 20, 30 strangers every day getting in your car. You're not going to mesh well with them. And I've already said, if I do 10 rides a day, that day is too busy for me. 10 rides a day is too busy. I want to do, a 45-minute ride. Then I want to turn around and do a 32-minute ride. And if people understand, why do I say 10 rides is too much? Because I clean my car before every ride. I don't ride dirty all day. I clean out the back seats. I get bottled waters for people. I put snacks in my car. Every ride I'm doing is $65 to $150. Every ride I'm doing. I'm trying not to do $7 rides, $4 rides, $6. I'm trying not to do that. I can't live like that. Those are dangerous rides right there. You trying to make $6, $7, you get a cracked on your windshield. You get $5 rides or whatever. Now you got a flat tire. And you're taking these penny ass rides all day. And it's like, dude, might as well get your money. Get your money while you out there. That way you're going to be out there all day. Do one ride. They're charging $114 to a rider. Tell the rider you'll do it for $80. Because they're going to try to give you $24 for that ride. Say, I'll do it for $80. I'm not doing it for $24. I'll do it for $80. Cool. You're not paying $119 for it. You're only going to pay $80. You ain't even got to tip me for it. Cool. So why are people out there promoting and pushing, driving on these apps, balls to the walls all the other time, balls to the walls every day, not making no money? When all you need, if you do 10 rides and you're charging $50 a ride a day, 10 rides, and you only work a total of like 8 hours that day, you just made $500 in an 8-hour day. And you're not even online. You're just out there for 8 hours. You kind of cruise, you stop by your house, you wipe your car, you wash your car down. Me, I'm always, ask Juan Vargas, whenever my car is stopped, I'm cleaning it because it's a black car. When I had the orange car, I didn't have to do it that much, but I'm always wiping off the fingerprints, always getting my doors, my handles, people touch the doors. That's my main thing. Then because we drive at night and headlights are hitting our cars, I don't want dust to be seen on my car. When a car is turning a corner and you see a nice black truck sitting there, you don't want that shit like it just went through a damn dust storm. Clean it, wipe it down, make them lights reflect back, make it look clean. So when you pull around the corner, people say, damn, that's what we getting picked up in? Now they want your card. Now they want to pay you a little tip. Now they want to give you a little more. The apps know that. That's why the apps are like, oh man, we're going to send you this car and we're going to charge you $65 for this car. It's a really nice car, really clean car, $65, but they're going to give me 30 out of the 65. Tell you what, I'll do it for 50. I'll do it for 50. Save yourself $15. I'll do it for 50 because I'm not doing it for no $25, $30. No, I'm not doing it for that. I take way too much pride cleaning my car, keeping it clean for people like this. The floor is even clean when you get in. If you drop some shit on my floor, guaranteed you won't see it for long because as soon as I pull over and drop everybody off, I'm spraying my floors out, wiping everything down. Man, it's going to be clean. My car is going to be clean. Well, Rasha Roto Steve said, hey, agreed. If you're going to be on independent contractor, be one. Find all opportunities to earn your terms. Exactly. Earn on your terms. That's a shirt. That's a shirt. Earn on your terms. That's a shirt right there. Ride Shirt Rodeo said it. Let it. Hey, that's a shirt with a quote. I'm gonna put earn on your terms. Hashtag Ride Share Rodeo with Steve in quotations. Earn on your terms. You're an independent contractor. Man, that need to be a thumbnail right there, man. That needs to be a thumbnail, Steve. I like that. Earn on your terms. That's basically what we've been talking about this whole time. That sums it up. That sums it up right there, man. That sums it up. I like that. Because if you're not out there earning on your terms, you earn on somebody else's terms, you're an employee. You're an employee. Earn on your terms. You're an independent contractor. Independent being that key word. Get out there. Fight for your money this football season. Talk to these riders. Let people know what your services are worth, what you'll do. Give them your card. Let them know. I do business rides. I got Cash App. I got Square. I could do it. I could send you a receipt so you can get a write-off. Man. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's got to be a whole separate video. Earn on your terms. And what you need to do is get a whole lot of drivers who've done cash rides before, get screenshots from them of their Cash App payments. Because I know Ride with Ray in Lisa's Discord group, Ride with Ray, she's got screenshots of all her cash rides she's done over the past like week or so. It's Ride with Ray or something like that. He says you could trademark that. I'm gonna let you do it because I think that right. Hey, that's your bread and butter right there, brother. I like that. Earn on your terms, man. And serious, man, do a video about that because people need to understand that this really does exist. Cash rides, private rides, giving out cards, using Square. This really does exist. This is not a theory. It's really working for a lot of people. It's not a theory. And I see a lot of channels out there. I would never do a cash ride. And that comment will have like 30 fucking likes on it. So you know that's 30 fucking pigeons liking it. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, me neither. I wouldn't do one. Yeah, we're together, bro. We're app for life. We'll never do a cash ride. I don't comment on those comments. I see them. I see a lot of shit on the internet. I go through a lot of YouTube. I don't knock people. I don't knock their opinions. I see the pigeons out there. I see them. Yeah, cash rides are stupid. Oh, it's too risky for me. Yeah, I would never. And I'm sitting there like, I don't come up under there. Well, you're the idiot. I don't say shit. I let them think what they want to think. Because at the end of the day, when all of our shit's covered, when we sitting on some nice money, when we don't have to stress and struggle over shit, and they're going to be like, yeah, man, I lost my car. I did this. I did. Oh, you're the one that won't do cash rides. Did you really think that the apps were going to take care of you and enrich you and make you rich when they're trying to make these people rich? Yeah, don't be afraid to negotiate your worth with the riders, man. That's it. Say, I'll send you screenshots of my private ride payment, Jeff. Oh, yeah, Daytona, man. And see, that's what we got to do. We got to get Steve, because like I said, Steve is a good channel, because him and Kim, like I said, they do a lot on their channel with talking to the rideshare community. This is a good topic, because we know we talk about this all the time over here, but that's all we talk about is cash rides, private rides, and how we're really, cherry picking whatever's left out there. But Steve talks about on Rideshare Rodeo, he's got a different market. Some of those people in that market would never do cash rides. They don't see the benefit in it, which is cool. It's cool. Everybody's going to do the shit different. And I think it hurts their soul so much to see us making $400 or $500 a day on 4 or 5 rides. It hurts their soul because they're pushing themselves balls to the fucking wall for $180. It hurts their soul to see us doing this. Instead of them saying, man, you guys, bruh, good luck, man. Please don't ever wreck your car, man. Please keep doing what y'all doing. Whatever you're doing that's working, keep doing it because it's working, man. Keep being lucky out there, man. Keep doing it. Good luck out there. Be safe today, man. You'll never hear them say that kind of shit to us because they want us to fuck up. It hurts their soul to see us succeed in the way we do. It hurts their soul. And it's sad that it's got to be like that because I see people make it through a day, no car wrecks, no flat tires, didn't run out of fucking gas, made money. I'm happy for you. I don't care how you made it. I'm happy for you. Jeff, I did 6 private rides, didn't wreck my fucking car. I made $492. I'm happy for you. But it's some pigeon sitting there going, yeah, I hope you wreck your fucking car tomorrow. When you wreck your car tomorrow, it's like, why would you say that to somebody? Because I want you to do it so you know that the apps are better. I'm like, man. Say Driven Dad and I do cash gigs. Oh, yeah. And that's what it is because you know that if these people are willing to pay for your car, your time, pay for the experience, but they're paying a technology app. They're paying a technology app. They're not paying you. They're paying a technology app $100, giving you $39. But yet you're the one doing all the wiping down of the car. You're replacing the parts on your car. You're doing the energy with the riders. You're doing the great driving and all that shit. And you get less of a cut. You're getting 40% of the money, 40%. Just because they went through the app to do, well, fuck that. Don't go through the app. Don't go through the app. Go through me. I'm going to save you money. Go through me. Instead of you paying 100 to them, give me $80 for real. And you ain't even got a tip. So I'm saving you the 100 plus whatever he's going to tip me. You just give me straight 80 and we're done. We're good. And you're getting the exact same ride that you would have got had you went through the app, but you're going to get it better because I'm going to give you a card. And if you need to stop at the grocery store, you need to stop at Circle K, I'll stop. There is no, can I add a stop? None of that shit. We'll stop if you want to stop. Hey, can you stop here? Yeah, I'll stop. No problem. This is a private ride and you paid pretty well for it. Of course we could stop. People don't like how we operate. They don't like that. And it hurts they fucking it wiping down my seats as we speak. Yeah, you got to, brother. And it hurts their soul to see us really out there being business people, really out there being contractors, not sitting there. Yeah, I got a super bonus yesterday. Yeah, someone said to me, these apps are glamorized car rentals. That's all they are, glamorized car rentals. And I was saying that the other day. My friend Anna, she's flying in from Florida. So she'll be here. She'll be staying in the Scottsdale, Tempe area in the Airbnb. So I'm going to need about 3 drivers. When my friend Anna, right now she's on Facebook. She's giving me all her information for when she flies in. She's got a big henna festival to go to where they do the henna tattoos. But she was messaging me yesterday on Facebook. She's flying in and she was going to rent a car. So I said, why are you going to rent a car when you got all of us as drivers? You rent a car, it's going to cost you about $70, $80 a day. Then you're going to turn around and have to pay a deposit. Then you have to pay around and gas it up. Then you have to figure out how to get to and from using navigation systems and all that. And mainly the car is going to be just sitting somewhere every day. So you're paying you're paying up to about $100, $120 a day for this car is what it's going to net out to when you could just get us as private drivers. If you need to go from here to there, give me $25, $30. Cool. Got to go from here to there, $15. Cool. And you're like, okay, I'm paying $120 a day. Till now I'm paying, like maybe $40, $50 a day. So you're saving $70 a day. In 5 days, that's $350 you putting back in your pocket because you didn't fuck with a rental car. Rental cars are getting expensive, man. Look at Uber. Uber's making a run for it over here. What, they're up to $71.69? Yeah. But that's why, I'm dealing with her right now to see if we can get her schedule down. Because if we get her schedule down, I'll probably pick her up from the hotel because I haven't seen my girl since college back at Iowa, man, back at Drake. I haven't seen her since college. So I'm going to pick her up from the hotel for sure. Probably pick her up, probably take her to dinner, have dinner. We got a lot of catching up to do. And then, you know, if she needs to rip and run at certain times when I can't be available, that's when my second and third drivers will come. Like I said, this is like my little sister, man. We're back in college together. We were 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, man. We're like twice that age now, more than twice that age now. But I want you guys to help me take care of her, man. You know what I'm saying? Give her some great rides, give her great service, you know, give her fair prices and things like that. Don't undercut yourself. Don't overcharge her. We're gonna keep it cool with her, man. That's my little sister, man. We're gonna take care of her. So if we can save her about $300, $350 for the time she's here, she can put that $350 back in her pocket and take that back to Florida with her. She ain't got to be out here renting no car. She's like, yeah, I got to come in. I got a rental car. I'm like, do not rent a car out here. They were trying to charge these people to rent a car to go from Phoenix to Yuma. Phoenix to Yuma, $1,500. That's a 2.5, 3.5 hour drive. That's it. So they're going to pay $500 an hour, $500 an hour to take a rental car down to Yuma because they said, oh, they're charging us a opposite location drop-off fee and all this other shit. I said $1,500. I'm like, I can get somebody to probably take you down there for $500. It's like shit, because they only pay like about $200 on the app. It'll be like $200. They might pay you $200 to go that far. Might, because that's like a ride to Vegas or something. Might pay you $200. Exactly. He said $1,500 to rent a car to take it to Yuma. $1,500. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. So I don't know what him and his wife ended up doing, but because I gave him my number and everything, told him hit me up. This was like when I still had the BMW. I didn't have the truck yet. And I was like, man, forget that. Make sure you guys wipe all that damage off your headrest. Yeah. 70, 80 per day. That's pre-COVID prices. I remember when rental cars used to be $29 a day. Man, look at Uber kind of trying to make a run for it. People must think Uber is really worth a lot. Because if they're still buying and it's over $71, it dropped to 76 and they're still buying and stock and it's still climbing. They must got some trick up their sleeve. This might be the pump and dump we're talking about because, like I said, you got Tony West from Uber sitting over at with Kamala Harris's campaign right now. Tony West is Kamala Harris's brother-in-law. So I know I say brother all the time. What up, Josh? Did you get your shirt, Josh? I know I call Tony West Kamala's brother all the time because I don't like saying brother-in-law. The shit's too long. A lot of times I'm like, yeah, that's Kamala Harris's brother. It's her actual brother-in-law. Shut up. I know what I'm talking about. I just don't say brother-in-law all the time because it takes too long. I got to say, brother, get that shit over with. So her brother is sitting over there with the campaign right now, dealing with the Democratic campaign. He left Uber to do this. And what? The 17th. So in 3 days, he'll be there. He's leaving on the 17th. He'll be there until the campaign's done. We know Tim Walz from Uber. He's the vice president now. He actually helped Uber by vetoing a bill that was going to pay drivers more money. He said, we're not going to pay you guys more money. Actually, I'm going to veto the bill. And not only am I going to veto the bill, we're going to give illegal immigrants the right to drive in the state. We're going to give them all driver's licenses so we can hurry up and rush to get more drivers on the platform so we don't got to pay y'all this minimum damn price we talking about. There's something up their sleeve because for this stock to keep going up, there's a trick that they're playing. And like I said, Uber is worldwide, not just America. This is worldwide. So the fact that the Democrats lean, they're pro-Uber. Democrats are pro-Uber because, you know, like I said, Tony West, Kamala Harris, Tim Walz. Those are three Uber people. 3 Uber people are now on the Democratic campaign right now. 3 Uber people. So we have to kind of watch what Uber, because Lyft, you know, I wonder why. Let's do Lyft right here. LYFT. Lyft is not doing too well. It's at 1009. So it's not doing what Uber's doing today because, like I said, Uber and Lyft, even though they're the same companies, you've got, let me open this up. They're the same companies. They're different divisions. Lyft is the American division. That's it. They're only in America. They're not worldwide. Uber is the worldwide division. So just seeing here, yeah. Hey, Steve, glad to hear Jeff and you would have a lot of good points. Oh, yeah. And like I said, I gotta get on a live stream with Rideshare Rodeo because I know he works during days. Most of the time I work during nights. We just gotta plan it out. So if we plan it out to where, you know, him and I can get on a live stream together, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Because I like Steve, man. And I like Steve is very professional. I like that about him. I'm kind of like semi-professional. I'm like the halfway point because I can turn hood real quick. Like, motherfucker, what? Steve be like, listen. I'm like, motherfucker, what? So I think it'll be a good stream. It'll be some good energy, man. I want to log that energy just for historical content. That'll be some good energy, man. Because when Steve, this is what I look at, Steve. When I look at all of these podcasts out there, and I see these guys with 86,000 views in like 2 days. These guys watch it's Steve. But they're just talking about world shit. They're talking about like the election, or they're talking about politics, or they're talking about, housing economy, or cars. These guys, Steve reminds me so much of those bigger podcasts, just the way he carries himself, the way he presents his information, the way his channel goes. YouTube hasn't discovered him yet. That algorithm's got to just show him to more people, because when that algorithm shows him to more people, it's going to grab him and he's going to take off. Dude's going to take off. I already know it. So I'm going to catch him while he's still affordable, while he's free. Me and him going to have a podcast while he's still free. It's like the most professional hood guy ever. That's me. Y'all know it, man. For real shit. So, but I'm telling you, the algorithm is tricky for YouTube because they can make or break you. The algorithm can shadow ban you. They can throttle you to where you're not on a lot of different channels, or they can put you front and center. And I think Steve is one of those channels that one day they're going to put him front and center, because they did the Ford mechanic like that. He's in Chicago. And I remember when his channel was kind of smaller. It was but then he started talking about immigration. Dude's channel went like viral overnight. He's talking in like city council meetings and shit now. He's all over the internet. All that happens is that one topic of you going into the algorithm at some point, and they're going to run with your channel. It's going to be hard for them to run with my channel, because I'm more like, a Joe Budden type of podcast. I cuss too much and shit like that. It's cool. I don't care. I like it small. But I could just see Steve's podcast one day just grabbing that algorithm, grabbing him, and people are going to think he bought subs. I'm telling you, they're going to think he bought his subs. It's going to go from, one day he's going to get like 20,000 subs in 1 month. Everyone's like, what the fuck just happened, dude? The algorithm grabbed him. He's got 20,000 subs in 1 month. This is going to go straight through the fucking roof. I just know it, man, because I see how these channels are working. Even like, Kevin and was that Squirrel Tribe? Like Kevin and his wife, I cannot remember her name to save my life. It's going to come to me in a second. But they're part of Squirrel Tribe. I watch Kevin's channels a lot. I used to watch his wife's channel a lot too. I cannot remember her name. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember her name to save my life. But I watched their channel, and I remember when they were getting shadow banned, and they were only getting like, 700 views a day, 1,000 views a day. Now they got a lot of subs, 2,000 views a day. And I'm like, what is wrong with, like, YouTube is not doing their channel right. It's like they got way too many subs for that. Their topics are way too engaging for that. Something's wrong. Somehow the algorithm finally caught what was going on. Now they're 118,000 views, 72,000 views, 194,000. Now it's right. Now their channel is running right now. It was something screwy with their channel. But like I'm telling you, the algorithm will make you or break you, man. It has nothing to do with your content. You're jamming, bro. You jamming over there, Steve, man. It just, they've got to open your channel up. And once they open it up, bro, I'm telling you, man, you're one of those guys. You're one of those guys. Because my shit's extra. I talk for a long time. I talk fast. I'm sporadic. Kevin is almost the exact opposite. Kevin's channel, let's go look at Kevin's channel. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Kevin is really slow. Not really slow. Kevin is he's mindful. He's mindful that everybody's not as fast as he is. So he kind of slows down for people. And I like that about him. And some people say, man, you be dragging along. You're too slow. You're too slow. He's not slow. He's smart. He knows. Oh, where is Kevin's channel at? It's not Meet Kevin. Maybe it's just Kev. Is it Kev? No. Let's do it like this. Let's do Squirrel Tribe. There we go. Squirrel Tribe. These people right here. I think I'm in Squirrel Tribe 2.0. Okay. So I'm subscribed to, wait a minute. I was subscribed to both of them. They unsubscribed me from both of them because I know I was always in them all the time. Make sure you guys check yours. Oh, see, that's what it is. See, now how you say she's got 56,000 views and stuff now. See, she's got 188,000 subscribers. This is Kevin's wife right here. I cannot remember her name. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. I cannot remember her name. But like 29,000 views in 19 hours. And where is Kevin at? He's in here somewhere. Where's Kev at? I know I got his channel in here too. There's Kev. So it's Kev right there. So, and let me listen. I'm gonna let you hear how Kev talks. Hold up.
Good morning, Squirrel Tribe Life family. This is Kevin here. It's just going to be me on the video today because it's early and Michelle and I have a lot of work to do.
I knew it. I
We
knew
need to
it,
get
Michelle.
and get the kid out to school. And we also have to sit down and discuss our future and what we're going to do based on the current situation. And
see, now that's Kev. So you see how Kev talks. Kev is very like, he's slow. He's very like methodical with how he speaks and everything. He's very mindful. Me, I be rolling. I don't give a shit. I be gone, man. I be talking. Motherfuckers like, dude, you talking too fast. I'm like, man, fuck you. You can't keep up. I always click like on this shit. When I watch their videos, I click like on it. Where are there other videos? Like he's got a channel too. Kev's got his own channel. But I'm on Kev's channel. I just can't find it right now. I don't know what the fucking name of it is. But yeah, that's why. Yeah, he's very calm. Kev's very calm. He's very mindful of who might be listening. He's very mindful of delivering the message. Very thorough. Some of his sentences, like when he says his sentences, he keeps them moving like this.
Problems that we currently face.
And I like his camera too. I love his camera.
And you may be aware, as the main channels that we call them our main channels, these were our first channels and our biggest channels.
I need his camera, man.
Experiencing a drastic decline because of some things that YouTube has done.
See, so he's talking about it here.
We're not doing.
Yeah.
And this is not a political video. This is not a political message. This is just me trying to be as transparent and disclose as much as I possibly can.
This is when YouTube was fucking with them. This is back when they were fucking with them.
Fair, I think, based on you guys' continued support for us, our family, and the videos that we share.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want this to come across as like whining or crying or complaining. I just want to be upfront and honest with you guys. I'm going to show you something here.
I love his camera.
That'll kind of give you a little bit of insight and backstory. Besides, you know, Michelle's 2.0 videos on Squirrel Tribe 2.0 and her explanation of how YouTube has been deducting funds from the videos that we create.
Oh, yeah, I remember all that. Yeah. But that's Kevin right there. Like I said, Kevin, he talks a lot slower. Yeah, I like his voice, man. He's real. He's got like that radio voice, man. Exactly. He's got that radio voice. And I'm telling you, Rideshare Rodeo sounds like him to me. And Kevin's a really great YouTuber. The dude's videos take off. He explains situations. He's got great edits on his videos and stuff like that. He talks a lot slower than me. So sometimes my brain is already like on to the next topic. And I'm like, come on, Kev, keep it going, keep it going. But I slow down and I say, well, this is how Kevin presents his information. So I listen to him a lot when I'm cooking. I listen to him when I'm in the garage. I'll listen to him when I'm doing something because I need to be busy getting shit organized, moving shirts around, making shirts, getting designs created. And I'm just playing Kevin's videos the whole time. I don't know why it won't show up in my feed, but just Squirrel Tribe shows up. And then I wouldn't even subscribe to Squirrel Tribe. And I've been on those videos many times. So YouTube unsubscribes you from shit all the time. So check out your subscribers. Yeah. So he's not the one. A lot of YouTubers are having issues, especially after they get monetized. Yeah. And see, I listen to Jeff on the show. So listen to him while trying to fall asleep. I'm telling you, man. But see, and that's the thing. His videos are very, melancholy. So if you're doing something, he's perfect background to listen to because he'll explain, like he explains how the YouTube algorithm works. And that was back at a time when he wasn't getting no views. I mean, dude had like 100,000 subs. His views was like 1,000, 700. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm asking, I'm like, dude, what's wrong with y'all channels, man? They were doing some crazy shit. So all of a sudden, he's back up to getting 158,000 views, 77,000 views, 115,000. That's, I'm telling you, man, is the algorithm. They be screwing with people. They screw with people all the time. But Kevin, he's a cool, like Squirrel Tribe. Somehow I can get back into Kevin's videos. But Squirrel Tribe is that. And then you can also get to Squirrel Tribe 2.0. I wish I could find his damn videos. It pisses me off that I can't find his videos in here. Kevin. I cannot believe that his videos are not in my my list here because this says meet Kevin. So YouTube must be trying to make him like the top guy or something. Meet Kevin. I'm like, I don't even listen to Meet Kevin. Like, why did Meet Kevin show up? But Kevin, Florida Kevin won't show up. I know it's in here somewhere. I got it in here. Oh, what if it's somewhere in here? They won't show it. They won't put him in the search engine. When I watch his videos all the damn time. You motherfuckers are slick. Y'all think y'all slick? Maybe they did it somehow. Kev something. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna try to see if I just do it based on channel. Kev. Nope, it's not in here anywhere. See Kevin. Let's go back to channel again. I'm gonna find this damn channel. There it is. Kevin 24/7. All right, bet. I knew I was gonna find it. I was like, dude, I got his shit. Okay, so here's Kevin right here. It says I'm subscribed to it already. So this is Kevin _24×7. He's got 154,000 subs, and like 19 hours ago, look at that, 52,000 views. A day ago, 49,000, 58,000. And it's crazy. And look at this. A month ago, 660,000, 1 million views 12 days ago, 630,000 views, 582,000 views. And let's look at the million views right here. This is just how he talks. Like
you attack Black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are quotes
over, and people are waking up. And the DNC is just a few days away, and the money is about to be dried up.
The music will stop, and the deep state, shadow government, Clintons, Pelosi's, and Obama's.
And the thing I like about Kevin and his wife, they have a good back and forth. Like, it's almost like they know each other so well when they're creating content and they're creating it. They know when to take breaks and when to break it up. That's why I like watching their channel. It's a good back and forth. And so, but lately his channel has really been doing very, very well, like super well. Let me see if I can go back, because back in the summer, they were screwing with him. I'll show you some of his videos back in the summer. Let me see if I can find them. I mean, it was like he was getting no views at all. I mean, like this stuff, 2.1 thousand views. And I'm like, that's what I get. 2.1 thousand. That's what I get. 2,000. That's what I get. 3.9. That's what I get. 1.3. 1.3 thousand views. That's what I get. Dude's getting like 1,300 views on shit. 3,200 views. 1,500 views. And now his videos are getting like 1 million. Like these here, 58,000, 78,000, 1 million, 116,000. The algorithm is doing something. The algorithm is doing something to his video. What Roger say, I ain't no C-SPAN, no, I'll light it up for real. Yeah, but I'm saying, Steve, this is like when I look at Kevin's channel, Kevin and you are about the same type of channel. YouTube just haven't found you yet. Dude gets like millions of views, 115,000 views. And it's like, and it was killing me because in the summertime, early summer, they weren't giving him the views for some reason. And he was he was complaining about it. And I think YouTube was probably punishing him about it or something like that. But the algorithm has to catch you. Look at it, 9 days ago, 518,000 views, 70,000 views, 120,000 views 10 days ago. Dude's 399, 13 million views. His channel goes nuts now. Nuts. He's only got what? 154,000 subs, but he gets millions of views. That's how, man, I'm telling you, man, like, start doing reaction videos. I don't know if I can do reaction videos. I'll do some crazy shit, but I like watching his videos because I even commented to him one time. I said, I like your videos because they're almost opposite of mine. He talks really like methodical. He's very mindful of his listeners. He speaks slow enough. He's very thorough. He covers all the topics. He don't leave questions. Me, shit. I be cussing, flying through topics, block banning motherfuckers. I don't I be getting it in. I'm like, shit. YouTube is like, he's too wild. We cannot give his ass like 2,000 views max. We don't want to put him out there too far. He's nuts. It's like, whatever, YouTube, whatever. I'm still a driver anyways, damn it. But if I had to become a YouTuber, like the lead attorney, I like the lead attorney, and I like Kevin. Those are probably two YouTubers who I would try to not really emulate, but I would want to get like some of their energy. I like Kevin's camera though. I really like his camera. I don't know what kind of camera he's got. Lead attorney puts all of his camera information in his description. So he tells you what kind of camera he uses, what kind of microphones he uses, what kind of lighting he's got. The lead attorney tells you all that. I don't think it's in Kevin's. I've never looked. It could be. I've never looked before. Let me look and see. Let's see some.
It looks like the Kamala Harris, Tim Walz campaign, the Democrats, the leftist libtards have released this pre-DNC early release preview of what to expect. We're just 5 days away, folks, 5 days away from probably the most epic event that's going to happen this year prior to the election come November. And that is the 2024 Democratic National Convention,
So yeah, that's him. That's Kev. So he's one of those guys, like I said, I don't know what camera he uses. I like his camera though. I'm gonna have to ask him one day, what kind of camera you got, and see if I can invest into it. But right now I just bought these fucking phones. I ain't investing in the shit. I'm pissed off. Say Clear Tax Value is a good channel too. Okay. Yeah, 300 is too conservative for YouTube. I know YouTube don't like me, man. Antonio, they don't like YouTube. And I tell YouTube, it's cool. It's cool. I get it. My channel, like all of the people on my channel that support me and the people on this channel that actually like got the memberships. And they, like I said, my man, William, my man, JC, you know, they cash at me, you know, to help me out and stuff like that. This channel's going to make it, whether or not YouTube wants it to make it. I know I'm not like that corporate. I know that, but I'm going to keep doing what I do. I'm going to keep presenting good information. I'm going to keep presenting facts out there, dropping shit that normal people won't talk about, because these are discussions we need to have as drivers, as riders that we talking to. I know corporate don't like me. Cool. I'm going to survive somehow. I'm still driving. I'm still out there struggling. We doing what we can do to make this money. As long as my bills are paid, my mouth is open. The moment, you know, my bills ain't paid, then I got to stay off the camera and I got to stay in these streets even more and do crazier shit. Pump and dump 2024. I know, Chris, man. I've had a couple of days of crazy shit with these phones, man, but I'm here. I'm here. Oh, yeah, I'm an early bird these days. Because, see, the thing is, I miss the morning crowds. I'm so used to doing nights. But now that I'm out driving nights, I try to take a nap in the middle of the day so I can be up at night to go out and do my night drive. If I can stay up, then I'll get on in the mornings. I got to head over to AT&T in a while anyways, so I can pick up that other phone, because I really, really want to get this shit on the road. I want to get these phones figured out. And I think, you know, my phones are okay. I kind of figured this one out. It's hard to text on them. It's not like my old phone. It's like having something that you've had for the past 5 years, and when you switch, the buttons aren't in the right place. The numbers feel weird. The screen's not the right size, because my phone has been 5 years of muscle memory, 5 years of muscle memory of doing things on my screen, my phone. Now I got this different screen. It's not muscle memory. I don't know where any apps are. I'm moving slow. My texts aren't typing right. The letters are too small. I got to figure out how to blow the letters up bigger. It's all over the fucking place, man. He says, I'd rather him reading the news and reading my palm than reading the damn news. I said, Jeff will start reading palms. I know it for real. Be like, hey, man, you're going to live long and drive Uber forever. You're a fucking pigeon. You got claws, not palms. You got pigeon claws. You're going to drive Uber forever. It's like, read my palm, motherfucker, like this. You got pigeon claws. Is Spectrum available? I don't know what Spectrum is. Spectrum available? Yeah. So like switching significant others is always different. Exactly, man. It's a lot, man. And it's like, even with the phone, like it's a brand new phone sitting there, but it's like, I get anxiety just opening that thing up because it's not my phone. That's somebody else's phone. They say it's a brand new phone, but it feels like it's not my phone yet. And I'm like, like, man, I got to text somebody back. I got to go through. I know ain't no contacts in there. Like I know they should be. Names will be popping in. And I'm like, man, that's not my phone, man. It's not my phone. But somehow I'm going to figure it out, though. I'm going to get it, man. I think we use Cox internet service out here. Yeah. Getting rid of the Obama. I got Obama Light now. This is Obama Light. This is one level down. The one I'm going to go pick up is one level up. I went from an A32 to an A15, but I have an A35 waiting. So I want to level down and level up. So I'm still in the Obama era. They still some cheap phones. I like them. But hopefully, like I said, I don't really want to get comfortable with this A15. That's why I haven't really touched it. I ain't really messed with this phone yet. I just did a few things to stay like in the loop with everybody with texting. But that don't feel like my phone, man. The screen, the letters look different. The text everything looks so different. And I'm just like, I gotta, especially in my text message, man. They just found my Nokia 3320B. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let me see something. Oh, okay. So I could blow up that was easy. So I just blew up the letters a little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I can read it. Let me see. Blow it up some more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I figured it out. All right. But I hate when I open it, whatever's at the top, it drops down. I don't know what that shit is, man. And then all the things says RCS message, not SMS. It says RCS message. I don't know what that means. Yeah, man, this shit's all over the place. It's the corny, and it's so fucking bright. Look at how bright this phone is. Like, wait a minute. You can't really see it. Everything just looks so generic. It looked like a phone at the phone place. It don't look like my phone. I got to change the background and everything. It just looks like a phone you see like on eBay when you buying a new phone and shit. That's what it looks like. It's like, all right, eBay phone. I don't know, man. I'll figure this shit out. I don't even want to mess with it right now, man. I do my gig work on a BlackBerry. BlackBerry ain't even in style no. They don't even make BlackBerries no more. Man, you do not know. You do not know. The BlackBerry era was what 2098 to 2002. That was BlackBerry era back then. Do you know the algorithm as far as does it matter if people like your video as speak? What's that mean? Do you know the algorithm as far does it matter if people like your videos as speak? I don't know what that means. Yeah, you better start learning. Got to get your ass to work. Yeah, exactly. We better do it, man. I'm telling you, Juan, man, we better do it. Shit. I'll be out tonight, though. I'm going to go get this other phone. I'm going to move everything to the other phone because they're going to move my phone number and everything else to the other phone, too. So I'm like, I'm going to get that. If I can get that other phone in here, then I can start texting, get my number put on there. I don't know what number this phone is going to have, but something's going to be different. I got to figure something out, man. I got to get on just show on the road because it's been what 2-3 days. And then my neighbor, he just dropped off a truck in the yard. So I got to yank a transmission out of this Ford F-150 pretty soon. So when the weather kind of calms down over the next few days, I'll probably go out there about midnight because usually I start working about midnight. So I'll probably take that transmission out about midnight. I'll be done by about 2-3 in the morning. I'll at least have it out. And then I got to go through the transmission to see what the issues are. Then I'll order some parts. So it's like, man, there's a reason why you got the Samsung A35 instead of the same phone twice. Yeah, for it, because on the A30, on the A15, this one, it doesn't have, for one thing, it don't have screen record. You got to get an app to get screen record. Screen record comes on the A32, on the A35 automatically. It's just like my A32. Screen record comes with the phone. And I know people say, well, how come you don't want to just get an app to use screen record? I have an issue with apps. I think apps are data collecting things. And I don't know if they're putting backdoors on phones or whatever. So every time you get a new app on your phone, is it creating a backdoor to be able to see what you're typing, when you're typing, even when you don't have the app open? I'm just not an app person. I don't have a lot of apps on my phones. So whenever someone's like, hey, man, put this on your phone, I just put WhatsApp on my phone for the first time in Lord knows how long. I don't use phones. So when I see people saying, hey, I can use this, I can download a free app if I want to do screen recording, what if they're recording like how I'm typing in my banking information and stuff like that? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is like when you talk on your live video, people tap on the heart and then the algorithm will push your content out based on the amount of likes you're getting. I don't know if that works or not. I don't know. Because, yeah, a lot of times, even when I see like other big YouTubers, when they're like podcasting, they'll have like 7,000 people viewing with like 300 likes. And they be like, oh, man, get the likes up, get the likes up. I don't really know what likes do. Like I said, it might work, it might not. I don't know. It might. I never tell people to like my shit and so I never tell, because if people gonna like it, they gonna click like. If they gonna, everybody knows how YouTube works. Everybody knows how it works. We're adults. We don't have to be reminded how it works. When I go to people's videos, when I watch them, I automatically click like on it because it reminds me that I already watched it if I pull it up again. Because a lot of times I just click shit and I'm just watching and listening to it, and I'll click like on it. And if I go back to it later, did I already watch this already? If I didn't click like, I don't know. So I'm like, well, shit. There's a guy in the airport with extra phones. Just go borrow one and walk. Papa Swabby, you stupid. You stupid. There's a guy in the airport with extra phones. Just go borrow one and walk off. The Jets' new ringtone, as the Jets' ringtone was that do it, do it, do it, do it. Here's son Eroy. Do it, do it, do it, do it. It's like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna go get me one of them damn scam phones. I got a scammer phone now. So I'm be getting airport rides like crazy. Hello, is your name Luis? Like, nah, motherfucker, I'm Jeff. Oh, is that Luis on the app? Come and pick me up. Like, nah, motherfucker, I just took this phone from some dude at the airport. It's just Luis. Luis in the Toyota Camry. Like, nah, motherfucker. I'm gonna take this phone back. Man. That's stupid. That's stupid. Them goddamn fucking Jets and ringtones. His is a daughter, Judy. Do it. This is why I tap twice. Let me see if it makes a difference. Yeah, no, Dylan. Say Luis no speaking. It's not Jeff, it's Jefe. El Jefe. I should do that shit. I should change my name in the app to El Jefe. I show it, like, bro, you sure your name's El Jefe? You look more like fucking Tyrone. Like, no, man, I'm El Jefe. You sure? I'm positive. I'm El Jefe. All right, Tyrone. I just need to go downtown. He's like, man. This is what just I cry. That's my fucking commercial right there, man. The fucking Jets and shit. That's my cartoon. That's funny shit. Because that's what them Priuses sound like coming down the street. They be rolling, man. They be rolling. It's like, oh, man. Johnny Miller, my brother, said, what up, Jeff? I appreciate you, man. Keep spitting the knowledge, my man. These platforms don't care about us. Make your own platform. Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm trying to get it, man. That's how we do, brother. That's how we do, man. Charlotte in the house. And it's like, if these drivers aren't waking up, looking at the stock, seeing how they're gaining more value, but we're losing value as drivers, we're losing money. Our bank accounts are going down, but their stock is going up. It's like, we're the ones doing all the rides. How in the hell is their stock going up? They're becoming a more valuable company, but drivers aren't making any money. It's because that's what they plan on doing. Retaining all the profits, overcharging all the riders, not paying driver shit. That's their plan. You can see it when you look at their stock. Now, it would be different if their stock was going up and our pay was going up, or their stock was going down and our pay was going up. That would mean we're getting most of the economy, or we're getting at least a fair shake. But for our pay to keep going down and their stock's going up, no, something's wrong. Something's wrong. So I want their stock to kind of go down. If their stock goes down and we start making more money in our bank account, that means we're doing cash rides. We're doing private rides. People are booking with us because we're like, dude, our bank accounts matter. I'm looking at their stock as a gauge for the shit they're pulling against us. That's why I don't want to buy it or sell it. I mean, people can do it to make money on it. But I'm like, I'm like, if their stock is really, they're making all these earnings projections and all this money, and that means they're finna screw drivers over. So we got to prepare for it, man. This is the battle plan. We looking at the battle sheet right now. We seeing exactly what they're doing to drivers. So we got to come with it. We got to say, hey, you know what? Y'all want to sell us out like slaves, $115 for a ride, but giving us $30 out of the $115. Guess what? I'm gonna make an offer $80. I'm a counter offer $80. That's how we fight back. We ain't gonna get mad. I'm gonna get mad and I'm gonna make me a poster board later on. I'm gonna get me a poster board and I'm gonna draw with some Crayola crayon saying, stop stealing my money. They gonna laugh at that shit. You're gonna say, hey, how many poster boards you want to make? 10, 20? How many? They gonna laugh. But the moment they start seeing you on the app, this dude been on the app for 9 hours today. He's taking 3 rides in 9 hours. He can't be making a living. Look at his cancels, man. This motherfucker, he done canceled like 8 rides today. It's like, he's making a living. Y'all ain't making a living off of him. That's what he's doing. He took 3 rides. He's canceled like 8 of them. He's making a living. And when they start seeing that shit, oh yeah, That's when they're going to start saying, oh, yeah, we see what they're doing now. We need some new battle plans. We need new battle plans. Because if we plan on, and that's why they're overcharging people, because they know as many drivers are out there now that are doing counter offers, doing cash rides and private rides, they can't compete with that. They can't compete with that. What they going to do? Tell all drivers the next time you cancel, we're going to deactivate you. You deactivate people. That's less pings on your app. Nobody's going to be out there driving. People going to get really mad. Ain't no drivers out here, man. It's like Juan Vargas was out the other night. He was like, dude, it ain't even no drivers right now. He turns his other app on. Ain't no drivers in the area. He's getting pings like crazy. He's having a field day. That's what happens when you don't pay drivers. You don't pay them. Ain't nobody out. Or people are out, but they just doing private rides. That's all. They just doing private rides. Say, Brand, if you have a business plan, go to the bank and get a loan. If not, look for grants and get your business off the ground. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And see, and that's what I do. You know, I have a plan. Like people ask, well, how do you get these cars, man? How do you get out? I go to the bank. I have a plan. I just go to the bank and I tell the bank my plan. And the bank says, we like that plan. You've been doing pretty well with that fucking plan, because my bank is my bank. They see how much money's going in. They see how much money is going out. They see the net profits I'm making. So my bank goes, well, we'll give you another loan. I'm like, okay, cool. They never asked me a question like, you got too many cars over there? What's going on, Jeff? The bank says, oh, he's doing okay. He's doing okay. If I was only driving strictly app, there's no way in hell. No way in hell I'll be putting money in the bank. No way in hell. All my money would be going toward repairs, my mortgage, bills, dog food. I would never have money in the bank. But at some point, like this summer was bad. I probably made less deposits this summer, and I've got a black truck. I've made less deposits this summer than I've ever made doing rideshare. Way less. And I've got a black truck. That's how I know the app's been fucking with us, been playing. I just look at my bank account. I don't got to look at my app to see what I earned and what I didn't. I just look at my bank account. And I'm like, dude, I'm getting my ass handed to me right now. These apps ain't no joke. They really coming after us right now. They didn't put my black truck on Uber all summer. That's no Excel, no comfort, no conversions on Uber, no nothing. I would turn Uber on the BMW side to see where the surge was, where all the people was. I would see that. Then I'd drive to it, but I couldn't do any rides because I'm not pulling up with Beamer on my app. And I show up in a black truck. People think I'm trying to jack them and shit like that. So I was like, man, it's definitely the worst summer, man. I'm like, I didn't do well this summer, but that was half of my reason why. Because last summer I had Uber and I had Lyft. I could go between apps. I could, surge here and there. I can convert here and there. This summer I had one app. I had Hum. Hum don't ping as much. Hum is where you can convert rides. So I was still converting rides, doing airport and everything on Hum. But Hum is all me. Hum is not feeding me. I feed Hum. So when rides are coming in, when I'm getting on, I'm putting them on Hum app. The pings that are coming on Hum, they don't come to me. I don't know who's getting them, but a lot of people might get them. I'm not getting them, and it's cool because I know when I get a Lyft and I don't like it, I can move over to Hum. If I got airport rides I want to do, I can put them on Hum. That's why I got Hum. But last year when I had Uber, I didn't have Hum at all. I just had Uber and Lyft. I made way more deposits last summer. Hum only been running since this February. I made a lot more money last year. Yeah, this summer, it was brutal. It was pretty brutal. But I know why it's brutal. I know the apps were fucking with us. I know they were taking money from us. I'm not stupid. So I didn't put it on, man, I just don't know how to drive, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Luckily, I had cash rides. Luckily, I had private rides. If I did not have private rides, did not have Uber, and only relied on Lyft, never sending me black rides, I would have been doing Lyft basic rides in a big-ass black truck all summer, like some of these immigrants be doing. They be doing basic Lyft, XL, getting paid 89 cents a mile doing XL rides when you can get $3-4 a mile doing basic Lyft rides. Like, no. Like the night I was out with Juan Vargas, I was doing basic Lyft rides, getting surge added on, going like 1 and 2, 3 miles, getting $4 a mile. I'd rather do that all day than put my truck for 89 cents a mile doing XL rides. I'm like, no, hell no. I'll do, $9, $12 rides for 2-3 miles and park my truck right back to Circle K. I ain't going nowhere. It was a brutal summer. It was a summer of making strategic moves of minimize your expense, minimize expense. Do not move these cars until the money's there. The money was coming when I was getting, people text me. The money's coming. Let's go ride. Somebody needs a ride from here to there. The money's coming. Hey, Jeff, can you pick me up? The money's coming. As far as the apps go, I would not turn them on for shit. Uber, I haven't done an Uber ride since June the 5th. They just put me back online yesterday or the day before. Well, they put me on the first day. Then I dropped my phone. So I didn't do shit yesterday. I could have probably did something. And today I'll probably, when I get the other phone, I could put Uber on it. And now I can start doing rides on Uber now. But for the most part, yeah, this has been a hard summer. It's been a very hard summer. And then, like I said, life goes on, man. Life goes on. It's water under the bridge. I didn't make a lot of money this summer. I think the channel did pretty well as far as getting a lot of subs. My views are roughly about the same. So the channel's not really like making, even with, 2-3 times the amount of subs I normally have, I'm still making the same amount. I don't make, the views are what's killing me right now. So we got to get the views up. That's the views. Get all this shit out on the fucking Facebook and everywhere else. That's how, AdSense and stuff really helps out. The view count has to go up. Once the view count goes up, now I'm golden. Now I'm cool. So I'm just waiting. I'm a YouTube product. YouTube sitting me on the shelf. They're not paying me shit right now. I'm just kind of sitting back. People are supporting me, helping me out a lot with the memberships. That really pulls me, because when I'm sitting here for 2, 3, 4 hours making no fucking money at all, you guys are helping me out. Because like I said, it's a rough summer. Some people will probably say, man, I'm gonna quit YouTube. I'm quitting rideshare. I'm just gonna go get me a W-2. I wouldn't do it. We still got work to do on this channel. We still got minds to inspire. We still got work to do as far as riders go. We still got deals to link up with and connect people with. I'm going to go down a little bit. This summer I went down. It's cool. I went down. I understand why, though. Understanding why you're losing is part of the game. Understanding why did you lose? What is your defense? What is your offense? Did you just not, execute properly? It was the apps just didn't want to pay us this summer. They just did not want to pay us. Oh, yeah, brother. The random Venmos, man, I appreciate that shit, man. The 5s to 10, because like I said, running these cars, I got 5 cars I got on insurance. And people say, well, why don't you just take them all off? No. You got to take punches, man. In business, you got to learn how to take a punch. Learn how to take a punch. And I'm glad you guys are in my corner, because after I get my ass kicked, I get my ass beat, Daytona. Appreciate that. I'll go back to the corner. You guys, I sit in that little stool, and y'all coach me through the corner. You send me like a little Cash App, a little Venmo. Memberships is growing and stuff like that. I'm out in this ring taking punches. I know they don't like my conservative views. People don't like how I handle Uber and Lyft. I'm on the front lines with everything I do, and I know people are standing up against me. It's cool. I'm willing to take those punches. I'm not going to cry about the punches. I'm putting myself in the ring when I'm doing shit the way I'm doing it. I'm putting myself in that ring. I could be a pushover. Oh, man, make sure you guys, drive Uber and Lyft. Get your AR up, don't cancel anything, and make sure you vote Kamala. We're black. We're Democrat. No, fuck that. I'm in the ring. I'm speaking my mind in the ring every day. And I know I'm not liked for it. It's cool. I'm still going to take punches for it, but I'm still in that ring too. I'm not throwing a towel in. I'm not doing that. If you fighting against what I stand for, then you fighting against what I stand for. And I'm willing to stand up for it, taking these punches every damn day, every day. I say, Jeff, if you're not the elite, then the elite class, you're a struggle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's what it is, brother. That's what it is. Like I said, we're a team, man. We the 300. We the 300. A lot of us, man. A lot of us. We fight for each other over here, man. We fight for giving each other ideas, inspiration, moving. Antonio said, hey, Jeff inspired me to get into ride service and forget about ride share. Hey, brother, that's real shit, man. Because there is a difference. There is a difference. And when you start realizing you can sell your own service and sell your own self instead of being sold like a slave for pennies on the dollar, while these elites are like, man, we got these drivers taking fucking $15 for these rides. Shit. Josh, thank you, brother. You are stupid. My bro said, buy a share of Lyft stock. That shit's gonna tank. I buy for $9.99. That shit goes straight down to $9. I just lost $1. I took a super chat and lost $1. That's some shit. I'm better off putting that in my gas tank and doing a cash ride one day. Like, oh yeah, I got some gas now, baby. Let's do a cash ride to dinner and back. Like, thank you. I'm gonna say next time my customer get in the car, I'm gonna say, hey, this cash ride is on Josh. He put the gas in his car today, so you can thank Josh. They be like, thanks, Josh. He actually put the gas in his car, and I'm gonna get your ass downtown Scottsdale. Let's go. Thanks, Josh. Josh, you're gonna see a whole bunch of people walking around on the news and shit with shirts that says thanks, Josh. I was like, why does everybody getting all these shirts saying thanks, Josh? What the fuck is that all about? Oh, this dude Josh, man. He gave Jeff a gallon of gas. Motherfucker's like, thanks, Josh. He did cash rides with that. Hell yeah, you can thank Josh for this. Like, shit, that's real life, man, real life. That's what I said. And today, like I said, man, it's been a brutal summer. It's been a brutal summer. And I know it's brutal because when I'm at the point where I'm talking about going and cancel my gym membership just to save $30 a month, that's how brutal it is. Because I don't really, I'm always like, okay, I'm going to use the gym membership. I'm going to go to the gym and work out this and that. Now I'm like, you know what? I need that $30. I just bought 2 fucking phones. I need that $30. It's life, man. It's life. We got to stay in it. I can always go back and join the gym another day. We've got to incrementally try to create profits every month. You can't keep going negative every month thinking I'm going to survive. Nobody can survive going negative every month. It's impossible. At some point, you got to start turning things around and you got to start saving and being frugal here and there. Get it going back the other way. When it goes back the other way, you can catch back up with that. And that's what I'm about to start doing, man. So my wife always be like, what are all these Apple Pay donations? Tell her I'm a stripper on weekends. Like, these is cash rides, lady. Family and friends. Shit. Exactly. Push-ups and pull-ups, man. Oh, yeah. Got an extra dog? I'm going to need that extra 30. Yeah, because dogs need snacks. Man, if they don't get snacks, they on your back all day trying to eat your food and shit. Like, man, get off my back. Go get you some of those little marrow bone snacks. Go get some of those, man. Hey, that's what I do, man. Yeah, even still found in your heart to give a dog a home shows your heart. Thanks, brother. I know it, man. And these dogs, they're worse. They're spoiled worse than me, man. Because I sit there, like I said, I went and bought them some steps for $11 just so we can climb up in the bed. And I'm like, I'll buy you some steps for $11. I'll cancel my gym membership. And that way I can still afford the snacks and the treats. Like I said, you can't keep going downhill, add more expense. For things that I'm not using, I need to start slimming down. Because when football season hits, I'm going to stack a lot of money, really get going really well. By the end of the year, I can always go back and I can, get gym memberships back if I have to. In the meantime, like I said, I can do push-ups, sit-ups, whatever I want to do. I can do squats in the backyard, who knows? But I'm not going to sit there and leave a dog on a curb because I'm having a rough summer and I'm not making no fucking money. I'm like, we'll find a way to feed you, dog. We'll find a way to feed you. We'll get you some shit. We'll get you taken care of. I'll figure it out. I'll just do more cash rides. We'll get you taken care of. But I'm not going to sit out there and leave that dog on the curb. I can't afford another dog. You know what? I can't afford life, period, any fucking ways. If we're going to struggle, we're going to struggle together, dog. Let's go. Get in the truck. Let's go. That's what I do, man. Exactly. Jeff Dog's eating good while Jeff eating straight tuna out of the can. And this is the thing. 4 dogs, man. This is the problem with having 4 dogs. Because dogs naturally, they like food. They want to eat food. So when they see one dog eat, the other one will go eat so he's not missing out. So now you see 2 dogs eating. The third dog will start going to go eating because he don't want to miss out. Dog food is going really fast. When you only have 1 dog, no dog is eating. So he don't really think about food. When dogs hear another dog crunching on food, they go sniff the other bowls. They, oh shit, there's food in here. Then they start, man, I am flying through dog food right now. I'm sitting there like, you got to fucking be kidding me. Because they keep hearing each other crunching on shit and they keep going to eat the dog food. And so I go in there and there's like 2 empty bowls, 2 bowls almost empty. They fly through water because I got 2 huge things of water. They fly through water. And this little dog is active. So he's the one that makes them eat because they don't want him to eat all the food. And he's always crunching on shit. And he'll go start crunching on dog food. Then a border collie go start eating. Then a pit bull will walk in there and start eating. I don't know when the husky eats. She eats, but I don't know when. But I'm like, this is why people can't afford dogs, man. They can't afford dogs. They don't stop. They don't fucking stop. And I'm like, man, Delta, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you, man. Real shit. I appreciate you, brother. Because like I said, I know we carry ourselves very well. We carry stress very well. I've always had a stressful job, always had a stressful career. Stress is part of life. It's a part of life. Waking up to a tire going flat, it's a part of life. We can't complain. We put ourselves in these situations. We put ourselves in the ring every day when we get up and say, today's the day to fight. Like I said, I appreciate you guys being in my corner on this shit, for real. I appreciate you guys doing it. And even when I dropped that phone and I knew it was bad, I couldn't even, man, all I had to sit down. I just had to sit in the chair and just not explode. And Jamil was like, man, it was funny because I was talking to you and then the phone just went dead. I sat down and I just said, it's going to be okay, man. It's just a phone. And I started slowly taking the phone apart. I said, it's going to be okay. It's something simple. Don't worry. When I found out what it was, is all the wind went out of my sails. And I was like, shit, I got to get a whole new phone now. I like, this is it. This is just the culmination of my summer being the worst summer I can think of. It's like, I got a dog that eats all my food now. I done got a phone and I'm broke. I'm like, I'm not making as much as I make. I bought this big ass truck and they're not sending any black rides right now. I was like, bro, fight through this summer. Just fight. You can do it, bro. Fight through this summer. And it's a lot of YouTubers out there might not talk about the fight. They want to talk about how great they got it because they got a challenge and they did a new surge and they got surge. Fuck that. I fight every day. I put myself in that ring. I know I can make it through. I've been an athlete my whole life. When you get in the blocks, they're trying to beat you. When you get in the blocks, they're trying to beat you every single race. When you wake up every day, life is trying to beat you in some way. Somebody's trying to get you for more interest. Somebody's trying to make you pay shit. Thank you, Time to Wake Up. I appreciate that, brother. Donation for Jeff's live stream. Don't complain, honey. Just remember, meet who pays for your sushi habit every week. That's right. I appreciate that, brother. Meet who pays your every week. Man, the ASPCA Jeff. Yeah. And I tell people, man, every day, man, when you wake up, you got to say, I know somebody out there either wants to scheme me, scam me, beat me at a car dealership or something, give me a higher interest than what is supposed to be. Home deals. Life is trying to get you every day. So don't think you winning. Any day can go great, but any day can go bad. And so you just got to say, I need to just fight today. I need to just make it through the day. I need to fight today. Like yesterday, I just had to make it through the day, man. I had to make it through the day. So yeah, Jeff, do you see that women's 4x400 finals? Never seen a lead that big before, like 100-meter lead. Damn, I didn't see that. The 4x4, that's crazy. I saw the 4x1, the women's 4x1 that didn't do too well, but I knew they weren't going to do too well from the get-go. The 4x1, I saw it from the very beginning. The first leg was the only good leg we had in the 4x1. The first leg was the only good leg. She came out of the blocks. She fought. She hung her zone. The handoff was horrible. That's when it just went downhill from there. The handoff was horrible. Next leg did the best she could do to stay in the race. Handoff was horrible. And now you're back a little bit further. Third leg ran as hard as she could run to stay in the race. The last leg to Sha'Carri, horrible. You had 3 horrible handoffs with 4 of the fastest runners in the world. And they still got third. That's what cracks me up. They still got third. Imagine if they all had great handoffs. They would have set a record. I think Sha'Carri and them had the record set in 4x1. They had the record set in 4x1. But they had 4 horrible handoffs. 4 horrible handoffs. And I was like, man, that's some shit right there. Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I mean. They didn't set the record. They didn't set the men. They did horrible. They got DQ'd and shit like that. Yeah, the men they were just horrible. They were horrible. But the women's 4x1, they could have set the record. They didn't set the record. They had 3 horrible handoffs. 3 horrible handoffs, man, back to back to back. And I was like, you got 4 of the fastest women on earth. 4 of the fastest women on earth. And you didn't set the record. And you had 3 horrible handoffs. And you still won. It's like they still kept each other in the race. When Sha'Carri got the baton, she was in 3rd place when she got the baton. If you look at the race, she was in 3rd place. They had 3 horrible handoffs. Look at the race. Last leg, they were in 3rd when they got the handoff. They still ended up winning. They should have had the world record. Had you imagined they had 3 great handoffs, nobody would have touched them. Nobody would have touched those girls. Just how they still end up winning with 3 bad handoffs. Nobody does 3 bad handoffs and wins. Nobody does it. You've never seen that before. You have in any track and meet field event and I've been running track since I was in the 11th grade. The 11th grade. I've never seen 3 bad handoffs back to back, and the team that had them still won. They should have had the world record, man. I'm telling you, them girls, those are the 4 fastest women on the planet. 4 fastest women on the planet. Wait, the 4x4 video. All right, let's see something. The 4x4. 4 by, and we should look at that thing too. Damn it. 4x4. 400 meter relay. All right. Yeah, because we should look at oh yeah, okay. Let's look at this real quick. Let's check. Yeah, man. Say, can you out it in the screen for us to see? Can you put in the screen? No, man. I don't know how to do screen, bro. Sorry, man. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'll see later. I'm just kidding.
This event closes out track and field here at Stade de France. And here's who to look for. Canada on the inside, then Belgium, Ireland, enjoying this final for the very first time. The Netherlands, the US, Great Britain, Japan.
Into Sydney, McLaughlin, Lervon.
She ran a 47.71. Do you know my fastest split in the 4x4 ever was like a 48 something? She ran faster than me, and I was setting records in sprints. That proves that I was never a 400 runner. This lady ran a 47 split. A 47, I ran a 48 split. She is faster than me. And I got the record at Drake in a 55. I'm like, man, these girls are fucking crazy, man. Otherwise, man, Jeff is becoming an all-around news network these days. We go from political coverage to stock analysis to the Olympics, baby. We serve everyone and everything. What you want to see? A dog show? I'm just kidding. We're gonna show you a dog show in a minute. All right, let's see the 4x1 because Wands was saying something about the 4x1. Oh, number lock. Here we go. 4x100 women. Yeah, the men, they were garbage. All right, let's see this. Can you guys see this yet? Okay, here we slow down. Where's handoff? Look, they were in fourth place.
Sha'Carri's got him covered all the way to the line.
Look at that. It's crazy. What it says, this policy can't. Nuh-uh. Wait, it says this stream has been suspended. The stream is not still running right now. I don't know. I'm still here. Can y'all see me on here? Stop sharing. Can you still see me on here? Am I still here? Oh, no. Is it still on or what? I don't know if it's still on or what. That's crazy. Wait a minute. So I say I'm still online. That was crazy. Oh, hold up for a second. Let me try something real quick. One, two. Can you guys see me now? Am I back in now? Did it work? Am I back in? Because I just went out and tried to come back in. Can you see me now? Let's see if it comes back in. Oh man. All right. Oh no, this is fucking hilarious. Hold up for a second. Let me go over here real quick. YouTube. See live. Let's go YouTube Studio. Let's see, what do we got? Man. Hold up, let's do it.